tackle every project you've got. Think Rona for every job, from renovating the house to upgrading the bathroom. Whether it's a huge undertaking or just a small fix-up, they have the products, the prices, and the expertise you need to get the job done right. Visit Rona.ca and tackle every project with Rona. Doing it right. 1711 Springfield Road. Proud sponsor of your Okanagan Sun.
Bathtub flood, pipe burst, toilet overflow. When water damage happens, ServPro Kelowna is fastest to any size disaster. Their water damage specialists will get you properly dried quickly and thoroughly. And they'll take the time to keep you informed on the status of the repairs. So once they're complete, all that water damage will be like it never even happened. ServPro Kelowna, locally owned and operated and proud supporters of the Okanagan Sun. ServProKelowna.com.
For supplements that work as hard as you do, let Supplement King Kelowna, Canada's leading sports nutrition retailer, personalize your experience, explaining the how and why. Supplement King Kelowna, Enterprise Way near Kelowna, BMW.
When the Okanagan Sun need to be on the move, they rely on Team Transportation Services, the Central Okanagan's only locally owned charter bus service. Their 56-seat highway coaches give your team a comfortable, reliable ride to every road game and tournament. Whatever the sports, hockey, lacrosse, soccer, baseball, football, Team Transportation Services will get you to the game on time. Team Transportation Services, official bus line of the Okanagan Sun. Find out more at teambus.ca.
The best of the best is back at Valley Mitsubishi. Right now, the best warranty in the business just got better. For a limited time, get a no-charge 10-year extended warranty for free. A $3,750 value with the purchase of a new SUV. Plus, lease a 2024 Outlander for $119 weekly at 1.99%. Best warranty, best product, best people.
The best people and the best bad cars. Valley Mitsubishi.
Serving Kelowna for 22 years. Valley Mitsubishi on Enterprise Way.
People are the greatest asset. People who get involved, give back to our communities, and inclusively encourage others to make a difference. Westco continues its tradition of creating great teams with great people, just like the Okanagan Sun. Having great people is an essential part of what Westco is about. Supporting youth, supporting local sports, supporting our communities. Because people are Westco's greatest asset. Westco. Ingenuity delivered.
Don't get caught riding dirty. Get Wise Guys Car Wash, the only show in town with an express wash, touchless wash, and self-serve bays. Wise Guys Car Wash, next to the OK Corral at 1984 Kirshner Road.
broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.
Smooth commutes and safe streets during construction. That's BCW Traffic Management's commitments. Safety for both the public and workers. BCW is a proud supporter of your Okanagan Sun. Learn more about BCW at bcwtrafficmanagement.ca.
At Beecroft Fuel Distributors, being a part of the community is their top priority. As proud supporters of youth sports like the Westside Warriors, Penticton Bees, and our own Okanagan Sun, they love to see the next generation competing at such high levels of athleticism. Did you know they also provide 100% of the fuel for every search and rescue operation in all 8 of their service communities at no charge? Beecroft Fuel Distributors, your community partner, family owned, locally run, and a proud sponsor of the Okanagan Sun. bbfd.ca.
Fuel your adventures with Canco Petroleum in one-stop convenience. Grab a chillers or make it a screamer. And don't forget to scan your Canco cash card. Check out cancopetroleum.ca or download their app. Proud sponsors of your Okanagan Sun.
Yes, you can, Co.
Let's face it, moving and storage isn't as much fun as watching football. If you need to move or store your stuff, and you have lots of stuff, a Big Steel Box is a convenient and flexible solution. The team at Big Steel Box is on your side and is dedicated to providing an exceptional experience by reducing your effort and owning your problem. If you're looking for a moving and storage service that feels better, get started with Big Steel Box, proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun.
Hello, Kelowna. It's Michael J. from beautiful Big White Ski Resort. I've got a question for you. Have you ever seen Big White in the summertime? I think you'll be amazed with what Supernatural British Columbia has to offer at 5,500 feet above sea level. The alpine flowers are out. You can ride the chairlift for only $15, and your dogs are free. Come and enjoy an ice cream this long weekend at beautiful Big White Ski Resort. All our details are online at bigwhite.com.
Come find us in Boundary Country.
Bronag Contracting gives back to our community. For the past 15 years, they've been a proud corporate sponsor of Okanagan Sun football. They're also proud to help underprivileged kids play organized sports. At Bronag Contracting, they specialize in commercial construction as a general contractor and project manager. If you need their expertise, get in touch. Bronag Contracting, proud to give back to the community and a proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun.
When you're proud of your team, it shows. Candel Custom Homes is proud to support the Okanagan Sun football team and proud of their team who are passionately working on building your dream home, your forever home. Look into building with Candel Custom Homes, a boutique firm specializing in design builds. Upcoming projects include Lake Country Villas in the Lakestone area, where you could proudly own one of Candel's 24 executive Lakeview villas. See more at CandelCustomHomes.com. Chapman Mechanical Plumbing, HVAC, and Fire Protection is your full-service mechanical contractor for commercial, industrial, and institutional design and installation. Get started by visiting chapmanmechanical.ca, proud sponsor of the Okanagan Sun.
Oh, sure, doing it yourself might save you money, or it might not. For new residential and light commercial plumbing and heating, CNC Plumbing and Heating are experienced, fast, and reliable. 3 things you're not. Ask them about hydronic in-floor heating.
I don't even know what that is.
That's okay. They do, and you're going to love it. CNC Plumbing and Heating, a proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun. Just call 250-878-3109 or visit cncplumbingandheating.com.
You already know Consolidated Supply for irrigation, landscape supplies, and clear water spas, but they're also your place to custom.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, coming up tonight at halftime versus the Okanagan Sun Family Day, we are featuring our mascot bowl. And of course, kids' activities up in the northeast corner of the bowl. Donations to the Florida Bird Fund during September. We'll also be funding a party by Florida Radio, also the construction. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Okanagan Sun.
Eddie Till. The Okanagan Sun coming off of a bye week after beating Prince George 70-0, and the Kamloops Broncos coming back after beating Prince George as well, as the captains head to the 55-yard line to decide who's going to get the ball first and what's going to happen. Coach Jason Casey with me. I'm Stephen Kepler. Coach, what excites you the most about this game?
Well, I mean, on paper, it looks like the Sun should have this in the bag. But with all, respect to the Broncos coming off a victory, the Sun are going to be wanting to prove that they've got no rust coming off a bye. The Broncos coming off a victory. This is a tough road game for them. They've obviously historically been a tough road game for them to come into the Okanagan and try and create an upset. But I'm interested to see the Okanagan Sun show that they've got no rust coming out of a bye week and then dominate all aspects of the game against someone that on paper is an inferior opponent. The Sun are 5-0. They're just chugging along. The Broncos are trying to find themselves. Can they put their all pieces, because they've got talent as well, especially on offense. They've got some talent. Can they start putting their pieces together to maybe start competing against the Huskers for that fourth place team, right? It's been a long time. The Broncos want to get back in there. So for me, even though this might be an uphill battle for the Broncos today, they've got to show that they can start putting pieces together and not get absolutely obliterated on the score sheet or the scoreboard as well. So we'll see what they can put together on offense and defense. Can they control a line of scrimmage and get maybe some plays against the Sun on the road?
And it looks like the Okanagan Sun has won the kickoff. They deferred to the second half as per usual. They're going to be kicking right to left. The Broncos getting the ball first. It's a beautiful night at the Apple Bowl. Getting up to almost 30 degrees in Kelowna today, so it's another hot one. But this battle of the interior, as you want to call it, or battle of the Thompson Okanagan here, both of these teams are used to the heat. So I feel like weather's going to be a non-factor for this game, and we'll see what Kamloops can put together. Last week, Schneider, their QB, had 5 touchdowns, so he's good through the air. So we'll see what Kamloops does, what kind of looks they're going to throw the Okanagan Sun's way. Jacob Bond is going to try and stuff the run any chance he get with the Okanagan Sun. We're mid-season, and he's probably the best linebacker in the league already, isn't he?
Well, that's just it. We'll see what Bond and company can put together against the Broncos. It shouldn't be that difficult for them, but I'd like to see on the opposite side what the O of the Broncos. So Snyder, can he start getting a bit of a passing game going against the stalwart coverage of the Sun? And also, can the O-line create any kind of openings for Grigorchik if he can somehow get some, 3-4 yards of carry, try and get the Broncos into a second and manageable instead of second and long. But on the flip of that, I'm excited to see the Okanagan Suns pass rush really get clicking. I want to see whether it's a blitz or just a 4-man front. I want to see them get into the backfield, create havoc for Snyder, either force him get sacks or force him to make an early read and throw it away, or have to run and try and make a play while scrambling.
It's your Okanagan Sun pregame brought to you by Stober Group. The Okanagan Sun will be kicking the ball to the Kamloops Broncos. We're live on TELUS, BCFC TV, and AM 1150. Thanks so much for joining us at the beginning of the first quarter. The sun already starting to come down, so we're going to see the lights up, I think, before half, which will be fun. At halftime, there's going to be a mascot bowl, which I'm actually excited. I thought you were going to play in it, Coach Casey.
I couldn't get my gear together.
All right. And it looks like we've got,
I think it's Sens and Peterson.
Sens and Peterson back to repeat. The kick is up. He's going to return this one at the 10. He made it to the 15. He goes left, right. He's at the 20. He's got some room at the 25. He runs around before he's taken down at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Kamloops.
Yeah, not a bad return. Probably around the 15, 16-yard return mark there.
He's going to return this one at the 10. He
sets up a couple of nice blocks here
left, right.
for his wedge.
He's got some room at the 25. He runs.
First wave from the Okanagan Sun coverage, just trying to get to the outside, whether he's just going to go to the sidelines or try and tiptoe up the sidelines. But again, we say this every week. They're so disciplined, the Okanagan Sun, in their special teams coverage. It's tough to find those seams and to try and beat them around that container.
That's your kickoff for Valley Motorsports. Again, it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos going left to right. And it looks like they've got...
Looks like Ryan Peterson is starting, number 16.
He drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen. He catches it. He runs down and gets a couple yards, and it's 2nd down. That's Caleb Sens in at wide receiver, catching that high ball.
Yeah, so we see that. We got good pressure, so it forces him to throw it a little higher, and Sens has to kind of climb to get that, which kind of it kind of messes the timing of the blocks. You want it just right. You want the receiver catching it and being his feet on the ground and just turning upfield. So when he has to jump and scale the ladder to get that, it kind of messes with the blocking scheme for that play.
And it is Ryan Peterson in at QB today. Ryan Peterson in the shotgun. He's under pressure, and he's swallowed whole before taking a loss of about 2 yards. So it's a sack to open the game for the Okanagan Sun, and that'll be a quick 2-and-out for the Kamloops Broncos.
Yeah, and that's a good call by the Okanagan. Coach Beatty, the defensive coordinator, sends a blitz. He knows it's a passing down. He trusts the coverage in behind on that blitz call. Great stunt coming across. Initially, Peterson sees that pressure, tries to step up, but again, it's 6-on-5 with that blitz coming in, and Peterson had nowhere to scramble.
Your first sack of the day for the Okanagan Sun.
Which is what I wanted to see them do this week, yep.
Ninimani back to return this one.
Ooh.
And it's a sky-high punt, but he's going to get this at the 50-yard line. He runs left, he runs right, he jukes. There's a flag on the play. He bounces outside, he keeps going. He's going, another flag on the play. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Sun. Let's see if Falconer gets to keep this one or if it's called back.
I would bet that it's not, unfortunately, based on how these flags are coming out. I don't know how that doesn't get blocked. I think he was worried about not roughing the kicker. That's how it got around his hands. But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go against the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah.
So,
but again, we see this every week. Faulkner's getting better and better as a return man. He's turning into a lethal threat when you kick the ball to him.
Yeah, and if you watch, he was really patient with his blocks, waiting. But that unfortunately, it looks like that one's going to be going on Owen Landry there with a little bit of a block at the back.
We have offside on the receiving team. That penalty will be accepted. We also have no yards on the receiving team. That penalty is declined. We have holding on the receiving team. That penalty is declined. We're going to go up 5 yards and redo third down.
Okay, so it's a replay of third down
I
because there
understand
was
the first
offside
and
on
the
the
third.
Sun.
I don't understand the second. The receiving team cannot have no yards.
No, they
They're
can't.
receiving it. So there's a little miscommunication. Doesn't matter. It seems to be 3 penalties on one play against the Okanagan Sun, which they don't want to make that the MO because that's going to allow the Broncos to hang around in this game. So
again, penalties are an issue for the Okanagan Sun.
But it's not enough for them to risk going for a first down or giving them a first down.
It's still 3rd and 12.
They'll get another chance. And if the Broncos are smart, they're telling their kicker, kick that thing out of bounds. Don't let Faulkner get his mitts on it. Try and get it to the Sun 50 or 45 if you can get that much distance on it without getting it off the side of the foot. Because that's also the trick is when you start telling your kicker to kick it out of bounds, sometimes they try and angle too much or it goes up the side of their foot and then
on the kicking team, offside on the receiving team. Net yard of 10 yards, redo third down.
Okay, that makes more sense.
All right. We were a little confused to start the broadcast off. It's 13 minutes left in the first quarter, so the game just got underway. It was a quick 2-and-out for the Kamloops Broncos, and then a myriad of penalties here, making it 3rd and 20 now.
So now do you just give up the safety?
They're going to be kicking it basically from their own end zone here. He's going to punt it, and it's a low punt. Falconer going to get this at the 50. Falconer to the 45. He runs inside, outside, makes a couple of guys miss before he's taken down at the 40. First down, Sun.
I guess that's a good turnaround for the Broncos because on the previous kick he gave up a touchdown, the penalties notwithstanding. But, not a bad return by Faulkner. It's just when you get line drive, like quick kicks like that, it doesn't allow your coverage team to get downfield. You got to have – that's why you want kickers with 3.5, 4.5 second hang times because it allows your coverage guys to get downfield and negate any big returns.
So it's 1st and 10 Sun. They're going to be starting on the Kamloops 40 going right to left. Philippek in today for Kruger. And he's got Noah in the backfield. Philippek gives to Noah. Noah runs right up the gut. He makes 2 guys miss. He runs outside. He gets a couple yards on the play before he's taken down. 2nd down. And a monster tackle from Tayan Lloyd.
So yeah, the Broncos don't have any slouches on defense. They've got some good open field tacklers. Often their defense is on the field a long time, so you need to have those guys to try and force those third down punts.
2nd and 8. Philippek with Petal. Philippek looks to throw right down the middle. It's caught. That's a first down, Sun. That one completed to...
Looks like Shamalak.
Yeah.
Ben Shamalak getting in there.
So Shamalak, normally a quarterback, now he's listed at receiver, finding ways to crack a roster. I love
that's
that.
just it. And as a former quarterback, he recognizes that zone. He sits down in between the halfback and the linebacker, just past first down yardage, gives Philippek a target, secures that first down.
So it's 1st and 10. Sun now in Kamloops territory. Philippek drops back, throws it deep down the left-hand side. He's got a man open, but just past the hands. And that'll make it 2nd down. Incomplete. He had his guys beat. It just...
Yeah, he was going after Parker there and just trying to adjust to that ball as he's running past that double coverage. And I like the throw. I like the touch. There was enough air under it. It just, and a yard off on how Parker was adjusting on once he got behind coverage.
Pedal in behind Philippek. Philippek looks to throw again. Left-hand side, it's caught. He gets a first down. Now they're at the 10-yard line, caught from Jackson Lynn.
Now, again, nice. Get into that second level in behind the zone. So you're getting in behind that short zone coverage, so the linebackers and halfbacks, but in front of the corners and safeties. Again, sit down, give your quarterback that target, get that first down. I'm loving what they're doing right now on their 2nd and longs.
So it's 1st and 10. Almost 1st and goal. They've got about 12 yards to go. Pedal. They're going to play action, throw deep down the right-hand side, but that's nobody's.
No, he got rushed by Landry. Linebacker Landry coming off the edge for the Broncos. Good pressure call by the coaching staff for the Broncos to get in, so he forces the hand. He sees that pressure, so he threw it earlier than he wanted to and couldn't put enough air under Philippek, and he had an open guy. He would have had an opportunity to make a big play there, but just got it rushed and couldn't find Shamalak on that deep corner.
Yeah, and they go over these plays so much, but if you get roughed and stopped at any point, you're throwing that dart down on the deep side of the end zone, and what just wasn't there.
Exactly. Might as well overthrow where it's not going to cost you.
Yeah, now it'll be 2nd down and 10. Okanagan Sun on the 12, 13-yard line here. We got refs just having a quick conversation with the Okanagan Sun coaches.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a bench issue or...
Pedal coming in. I'm not sure either. All right, Paddle with Philippek. 2nd down here, going right to left. 12 yards to go, 9:59 in the quarter left. They're going to give it to Pedal. He runs right up the gut. He's stuffed. And he gets maybe 6 yards, actually 6 yards on the play. So good run from Pedal after they called that play out. They had it. They swarmed him.
Yeah, again, the Broncos, the front 7 of the Broncos aren't doing a bad job with what they're doing against the O-line and the running attack of the Okanagan Sun. I'm liking what I'm seeing, whether these are just their game plan or initial reads of how they're going to focus on Pedal and Noah, but I'm liking what they're doing on the line of scrimmage. And, a 3rd and long, and they're forcing the Sun to make a decision.
Yeah, it's 3rd and long. They're going to go for it on 3rd down here. Philippek looks to pass. He throws it right down the middle. It is in and out of the hands of, looked like, sorry, I have trouble reading the brown jerseys here. But
So that's a
like,
big hit by Curtis, defensive back. That's a beauty smack that you're coming over the middle there.
And Marcus Burden, actually. That was Marcus Burden. But, yeah, now it's 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Kamloops Broncos.
Beauty.
They're going to be happy about that stop.
100%.
Great stop from the Kamloops Broncos. Hanging in there and really a character defensive play there. That was a big smack. So it'll be 1st and 10. It's not Snyder in a QB. They're playing Peterson. They're going to hand this off, run right up the gut. He gets around a couple of guys, makes 2 miss, and he falls down just short of the 1st down, but it'll be 2nd and short now.
Yeah, so Grigorchuk, good job on him making that first guy miss. So Peterson, their quarterback, Ryan Peterson's making that read. So you can see when they're doing these RPOs or these search reads, he's just letting the ball ride into the running back's arms and reading that defensive end. He sees it crash down. He lets the running back take it. Good job, Grigorchuk.
2nd down and 3 here in the pro set. Kamloops in the pro set. Sun showing blitz. He's under pressure. He looks to throw. He keeps. And then he's swallowed whole in the backfield. Another sack for the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, so Ramirez just coming pressure again. So as he scrambles, Ramirez just keeps his contained, gets off his block, and right now Peterson's just not showing that he's quick enough to get out of the pocket when he feels that pressure. So when he's trying to make his first or second read, feels the pocket collapsing, I think he's really got to commit to just running and scrambling. I don't think he can start and keep making his reads and having these slow feet, because the Okanagan Sun front seven are too quick for you to try and manipulate them. You've just got to start hauling butt to the sidelines and see if you can make a play as you get way outside.
So that's another 2 and out for the Kamloops Broncos. The Okanagan Sun defense showing why they're the class of the league right now. They've been so good. I mean, they've had 2 shutouts so far this weekend, and he's going to take the safety and down this in the end zone. That's 2 points for the Okanagan Sun, and they'll get the ball back after the safety kick. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. The Okanagan Sun lead 2-0 now here with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. They get the ball back at the 35-yard line going right to left. Peddle is staying in with Philippek in at quarterback. They give to Peddle. He runs up the middle. He runs outside, bounces outside, makes one guy miss, and he's down after getting 5-6 yards. But there is a flag on the play in the back. We're at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see. But it looks like it could go against the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, and a nice open field pressure of Delgado coming up there off the outside edge there. Get containment, get right in Peddle's grill. Make sure he can't juke you outside. Just get into him.
We have holding, 55 on the open. It's a 10-yard foul. Repeat, first down.
So that's a big penalty for the Okanagan Sun, making it 1st and 20 now. Holding happens every play, does it not, Coach?
You can call it every play, absolutely. If you're looking, you're going to call it, but you got to start using. Does it affect the play, or is it a backside hold? I mean, come on. I always tell my defense, don't complain that you're getting held. Break that guy's wrist, get off, and make your play. Like, I don't want you getting hold. That's on you.
1st and 20. Philippek looks to throw deep down the left-hand side. That's caught, but out of bounds, incomplete. That one intended for Falconer. That's twice now. He's just had,
yeah, and
inches.
Falconer had enough time, as we see on the break here. So those listening on the radio, he had a deep corner against the sidelines on there. Nice air by Philippek. And Falconer had enough time. He's looking, adjusting sidelines. He's looking at the ball on the sidelines, but realized it was too far out of bounds for him to even try and do any kind of toe drag.
But he is growing week after week, and
he's
it's
turning
great
into
to
a
see
stud.
this.
He's
He is turning into
a stud.
a great player for this Okanagan Sun team. Kamloops looking to stop the Sun. It's 2nd and 20. Noah in the backfield now. He's in the block, though, because Philippek's going to throw, and it's a quick dump off to Noah. Noah runs inside. He makes one guy miss, but he's taken down after getting maybe 2 yards on the play. 3rd down. So another big stop from this Kamloops defense.
Well, and that's just it. So right now, the Broncos could easily be down 21-0 because we've seen their deep ball get behind their coverage, and the Sun have just not been able to connect. We've seen that punt return come back, and then we've seen that 2 deep corners in the end zone and this deep ball on the sidelines that Faulkner can connect. You take away the deep ball that the Sun are trying to do, and the front seven in the line of scrimmage, I won't say dominance, but control by the Broncos are very impressive considering they're on the road against an opponent like the Sun.
5:35 to go in the first quarter. It's 2-0 Okanagan Sun. They're punting from their own 10-yard line, basically. It's going to punt it deep down the left side, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So it looks like Sens won't be able to return this one. Good punt from Grady Hay.
Really good punt by Hay, and this is a good opportunity for the Broncos right now. So you give up 2 against an opponent like the Sun that usually can churn out yards and points quite quickly, and you've just, I won't say you've won the field position on this, but you've regained it quite substantially starting at your own 44.
Yeah, and that shows why taking the 2-point safety is worth it. This is what I
it's
love
smart
about
strategy.
the Canadian game,
Smart
Coach.
strategy, yep.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Peterson with the pro set, so he's got 2 running backs with him. Looks like it's Grigorchek and Jeeves. They're going to give this one to Jeeves. He's going to run outside, then in, but he swallowed a hole, taken down after getting maybe a yard.
Yeah,
actually, that was Grigorchek. I'm so sorry.
Grigorchek, and then that was Statham and Bond coming in on there. Yeah. So, again, Grigorchek is good at making a first guy miss, but when the first guy is coming in and their last name is Bond or Statham, odds are you're not going to miss that tackle.
You can say the same about,
yeah.
They've got so many names that you can look at this defense. Boltzmann, Grayson, Statham.
Ramirez.
Yeah, it's a very good all-around defense. 2nd and 9. Peterson looks to throw. He's in the pocket, throws it down the middle. Does he have a man? And in and out of the hands of Brock Dufort. That'll make it 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was hung up in the air a little long, and then that was Borat coming across to knock that ball away. He was probably, if a little more time, he might have been able to pick it off, and good pressure too. So we saw Ninamani coming off on a blitz, coming off that weak side edge right here, and he did have an opportunity. If he was able to probably laser that in on like a 2-arc, get it right over the shoulder of his receiver, he might have had a window to put it in there, but with the amount of air he put under there, allowed Borat to make an adjustment and knock that away.
All right, so it's 3rd down. Falconer back to return this one. It's a short punt. Falconer's going to get this one at the 35. He runs backwards. He's making room. He's got blocks. He's got room. He's got to the 40. He's at the 45, the 50. Still more blockers. He's moving inside now. He's taken down at the 42-yard line. A great return from Falconer. He was tackled from behind on that one. Kind of just...
Stockbrugger came back. So Stockbrugger chased him all the way around because as he got to midfield on the far side of the field here, Faulkner, he had to so there's Stockbrugger right there.
Right.
No quitting that kid, number 23.
That's called angle pursuit as
Absolutely.
well.
But because Faulkner had to set up some of those blocks, Stockbrugger was able, with his pursuit, to make that tackle from behind. So kudos to number 23 in the Broncos, Stockbrugger, not giving up on that big return.
Yeah, that's what earns you a roster spot.
Absolutely.
Any time of the, That's why special teams is so
important.
Film
shows that, yep.
And it looks like there's a timeout taken, so we're going to take one as well. It's a quick 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV.
Going up to the right, he breaks through, and that is a successful return for the Okanagan Sun right here. Takes the handoff, and he goes towards the end zone, and he's caught.
Philippek is going to throw this one on the right side. He makes some room, and he gets a touchdown,
Parker.
a 40-yard touchdown for Parker.
Beautiful play-action pass here. So you got Noah in the backfield, little play-action pass misdirection. Just a quick little hit at about 7 or 8 yards downfield, and after that is just all – those are yak yards by Parker. That's just a great job of weaving all the way down, making 2 guys miss, and then hitting pay dirt.
So that'll move them to 8-0 for the Okanagan Sun. Liam Atwood back to kick this one. A monster touchdown, though. There was no stopping Parker on that play.
No, that was beautiful catch and run by Parker. Loving that. Again, just a short little dump pass to him, and he does the rest.
And the kick is up, and it is good. So we're going to take another 30-second timeout. The Okanagan Sun now lead 9-0 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV.
5 minutes! 2. And I want
that sends in Peterson back there again.
It's Okanagan Sun football brought to you by Global Broadband. The Okanagan Sun lead 9-0 with 3 minutes to go here. 3:19 to go in the first quarter. The Okanagan Sun, a huge touchdown for Gage Parker. It's his first of the season, I'm pretty sure. from Philippek, but a great play action pass and good blocking and really good running. An all-around great football play. Kamloops is going to get this one at the 10. They're at the 15. He makes his way to the 20. Moves around. He's at the 30. He's got room. He makes two guys miss. He's at the 50. He's at the 55. Almost at the 50. What a return from Caleb Sens.
Beauty return. And again, he sets up his wedge so well. They take that first wave. All he needs is a little bit of a seam. He's hit that seam at full head of steam and just start. And that's Lewis doing a possible touchdown-saving tackle at just past midfield.
Yeah, David Lewis with that touchdown-saving tackle. We do have a man down on the field.
They could have almost called a face mask on that as well, too. When he's reaching from behind, he kind of just kissed his face mask and then grabbed his shoulder pads.
So a monster return. Again, when you look at a game of field position, this is big for Kamloops. They need to get points on the board and fast so that the game doesn't get out of reach for them. I mean, it's only 9-0, but after that return, you're waking up your team.
100%. And the Broncos are showing, yeah, we're on the road, and yeah, we've got a worse record than you, and you're number one in the conference, but we're going to come into your house, and we're not lying down for you. We're going to smack you in the mouth just as much as you smack us, and we'll see who's standing at the end.
I mean, it's the interior conference or the interior battle right here, the Thompson Okanagan battle.
There you go.
All right, Peterson in the pro set. Two blockers up. He drops back. He's going to throw deep down the left-hand side. He's got Sens. Sens, does he make the grab?
I think
he does, and that's a first down.
concentration.
Sens with two back-to-back big plays, bringing his team to the 20-yard line.
So that's Lewis versus Sens again. So that was Lewis on defense, number 27. They both stumble as they're playing each other and the ball, but they both still track the ball. Lewis isn't able to knock it down as it falls into Sens' arms. Good concentration by Sens.
1st and 10. Now they're on the 21-yard line in Sun territory. They're going to stay in the pro set. This is Peterson at QB for Kamloops. You think Sun show blitz. There's a block. Peterson rolls out of the pocket, bootlegs it, and he's going to throw that one. Almost intercepted by the Okanagan Sun. You know
what a
that
break
Kenley
by
Williams is going to want that one back, but well
beautiful
defended.
break by Williams. Good job in the Broncos. They pick up the blitz on the weak side. He scrambles to the right. Good pressure again, forcing him to throw it too early. Throws it into double coverage, but that's a wide side to the sidelines, which is a tough throw when you've got a man in your grill like that coming off. But yeah, good attempt by Peterson, but that's just Williams having a good break on that, and he's definitely going to want that back.
Yeah, Ty Holmes, he was kind of running a bit of a hook pattern too. Just, oh.
That would have been
This is
6
not
the
an
other
easy
way.
game. It's 2nd and 10 now. All right, they're spreading out 4 receivers. 1 extra blocker on the right. He's looking deep, but he's going to keep, and he runs down the middle. Does he get a first down? He slides, but he's short.
No, he's short. Short by 4, so 3rd and 4.
But he lives to see another day.
Well, yeah, and I kind of like what the Broncos are trying to do there. So they're testing what the defense might have done for the Sun because they went empty. Well, initially they had a huddle, like a bunch up in the backfield. They had 2 tight ends. Then they went empty, and then it seemed like right away that Peterson was thinking this is a quarterback draw right away. Or if he's told if there's a zone or man coverage, depending on what he's coached to do, then he decided to run.
We got Grigorchek as the lone back in behind Peterson. Peterson drops back. He gets the first down. Again, that's Sens. Sens makes a couple of guys miss. He brings it to the 5-yard line. But this kid is playing football.
Sens has showed up. Peterson's stepping in the pocket. He's getting pressure all game, and he's throwing off his back foot so far the entirety of this first quarter. But he's been pretty accurate. He's not throwing horrible balls, even though that knockdown by Williams, it might have been a pick 6. It was on the money.
So, Kamloops is taking a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Okanagan Sun lead 9-0. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. So after the third down, Sens took the ball. He got a quick dump pass from Peterson, and he gets the first down. Now it'll be 1st and goal here for Kamloops with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're down 9-0. This is an exciting game here in Kelowna. Peterson keeps. He's going to throw it down the right-hand side, and that's picked off by the Okanagan Sun! And that is a big pick. That ends that drive abruptly. That was Ahmed Borhat with, I think, he's had how many picks this year?
I think it might be his 5th, conference leading 5th.
He had 3 against West Shore a few weeks ago now.
Yeah, and that's him picking up. So it's a safety picking up the running back out of the backfield. So they did a play action pass on their tight end coming out of the backfield, but they leaked Grigorchuk into the flats, and Borhat was right in his hip pocket. But again, unfortunately, Peterson, 16 for the Broncos, threw off his back foot, and he just can't get enough pepper on that. If you're able to step into your throw and put everything on that, he might have been able to laser that right into the, kind of low and away for Grigorchuk, where only he could catch it, and then Borhat wouldn't have had a chance.
Philippek with Paddle. He's going to give to Paddle. He runs a sweep on the right-hand side. He's taken down, but he gets a good chunk of yards on the play. That'll be 2nd and short for the Okanagan Sun. Pinned deep in their own zone.
Yeah, just trying to get some daylight between them and their own goal line right now. They know that their hogs can get moving north-south, get that push on the D-line and linebackers of the Broncos, let Peddle or Noah, whoever's in the backfield, do the rest. Get that surge on the line of scrimmage, and Peddle or Noah can find those seams.
We've got Peddle. Again, the lone back. 5 receivers running inside. Peddle takes it inside. He gets the first down. And then some, just a little bit more, but that'll make it first down for the Okanagan Sun. And that might end the quarter here. We're all zeros on the clock.
Yeah, it'll be a first down and then end of first.
Now, the refs haven't moved the chains yet, and they haven't marked the spot of the ball.
On the defense, that penalty is declined. Results of the play, first down.
So there was an offside on the defense.
That we both missed.
Yep. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. It's 9-0 for the Okanagan Sun. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV.
Broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.
All right, the Okanagan Sun lead 9-0 going into the second quarter here after the Ahmed Borhat interception, after Sens was leading his team into the end zone. I was just saying to Coach Casey, that must have been demoralizing for the Kamloops Broncos. Those are tough ones.
Yeah, when you get opportunities like that, you've got to get points on the board. Whether it's 7 or 3, you've got to put some up against the Sun.
It's 1st and 10 for the Sun. They're on their own 15, going left to right now. They're going to give this one to Peddle. Peddle runs up the gut. Makes a couple guys miss, bulldozes another, but he gets about 6 yards on the play, tackled from Aiden Kwang.
Yeah, and again, what we see so often with Peddle and Noah. So Peddle here, first attack, makes the guy miss, keeps his feet moving, even though he got stuck right in the grill, probably 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet moving, turns that into a big opportunity for the Sun. 2nd and short.
2nd and about 5 here. And we've got Peddle in the backfield. Receivers in motion. It's going to be a screen pass. He makes the grab, runs in and outside a few guys. He gets the first down, and that was Jackson Lynn.
Yeah, and so we saw this earlier in the first quarter where the Broncos tried to do this, and it was a high ball, but this is delivered very quickly. You got your 2 blockers out there right in front, so Lynn just secures the ball, gets his eyesight upfield, sees what's happening with his blockers, and he's able to dance whether he has to go inside or outside his blocks.
So that's 1st and 10 for the Okanagan Sun, driving the football. They're on the 29-yard line, going left to right. Leon Noah is back in, so you can already see Kamloops keying on Noah right away. And I think they've got 44 spying him. Play action. They're not going to give it to Noah at all, and they get the first down. So a quick slant route, first down.
And that's what a good offense does against a defense. If you're going to try and spy a quality running back like Noah, you're going to open up the middle like that. If you're going to put a linebacker on the running back, he's going to secure. So he's going to kind of freeze as he's reading. Is it play action, pass, or run? Opens up the middle. Quick first down throw for the Okanagan Sun.
And I really think they had Maxim Bosch just spying Noah there. I mean, and that's what you have to do.
It could very well be.
That's
Yep,
what you
absolutely.
have to do. And if you're going to give up a first down against, that's what you're going to have to do.
If you don't want number one for the Sun to get 300 all-purpose yards, you're going to have to spy the kid.
That's just the.
But then because the Sun are not a one-trick pony, they're going to have guys step up. Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to take him out. I'm open.
As a defensive-minded guy, how do you stop Noah? How do you stop an offense this good?
You can
stay at
spy,
home
but
and
you
just do your
spy from
jobs?
distance. You can kind of spy from distance and let him get his 7 or 8 yards, but not allow guys to get way in behind you and put up quick points.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Sun on the 42. They're going to pitch it to Noah on the right side. He jukes. He makes 1, 2 guys miss. He goes down. He's not going down. He has to be taken almost out of bounds before it's Isaac Matidi who takes him out.
He gets 7.5, 8 yards out of a play that should have been a tackle for a loss. Any other world, this is 2nd and long.
There were
he
five-
turns it into 2nd and short.
5 jerseys on this kid.
Jeez.
And
just amazing.
He is truly a pleasure to watch. It's 12:38 to go.
Not if
here
you're
in the
wearing a white
half.
jersey today.
No, it's tough. It's tough. 2nd and short here. Noah is staying in the backfield. Falconer fakes a sweep. They're going to pitch this one. It's an option to Noah. Noah jukes, and he gets short of the first down. He might there, but there's a flag in the backfield. It looks like this penalty could go against the Okanagan
It will
Sun.
be holding against the Sun. It's Estone, the right tackle, was holding Kruppy, their defensive lineman.
We got holding 51 on the offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Well, that's a big big break for the Kamloops Broncos. But the Sun could have been 3rd and 1 there, and would have you punted or gone for it? I mean, when you got
you've got the lead. You're pretty much close to midfield. Do you want to send a message saying, okay, yeah, we're going to start controlling this game now. Broncos, we're just going to put the pedal to the metal, and you're going to have to try and keep up. But the fact that, again, it's penalties that are allowing the Broncos to hang in and get, still some opportunities to force the Sun to either make mistakes or play out of context, make some decisions that weren't part of their game plan because they're a little inconsistent at this point early in the second quarter.
All right, so it's 2nd and long, about 13 yards to go here. Noah's going to stay in. Philippek drops back to pass, throws it right down the middle, and that's in and out of the hands of Marcus Burden. That'll make a 3rd down, and they're going to send out the punt team.
Yeah, a little high on that crossing route right now, and he had time to make his reads. He sees that it's zone. He's trying to thread the needle right over the middle, and just a little too high for Burden to try and make a play.
And Kamloops looking like they're going to go full sends with Sens. This kid's so fun to watch. Number 1, Sens. He's going to be parked at the 26 or 25 or 27 yard line here. Grady Hay back to punt. Grady Hay going to be booting this from about the 26 yard line, going left to right. He boots it down the right-hand side. It's a bit of a tough one to return because it's going to bounce. Sens takes it at the 30. He runs it straight up the middle. Oh, and he's taken down at the 38-yard line. First down. That one from Jacob Bond. So that's one of his first tackles on the day.
Yeah, so a line drive kick from Hay, but the fact that it had a bounce and went off kilter, it didn't bounce right to Sens. He had to adjust. That allowed the Okanagan Sun coverage team to get down there, and he just put his shoulders down and went north-south right away and try and get as many positive yards as possible.
Ryan Peterson staying in at QB. Looks like Grigor checks in with him. He's going to play action that one, and it's going to, unfortunately, it was a screen pass to the right-hand side, but he just couldn't get his mitts on it, so that makes it 2nd down.
Yeah, they're just looking to do a quick, speed bubble, wide receiver, a slot back screen on that. But again, there's no play action, so Grigorchuk wasn't a threat to them at all. He just turned and threw, but because they're getting pressure, the Okanagan Sun are getting pressure off that strong side edge, you're getting into the passing lane of Peterson, and he had to throw that way quicker, and it ended up being low and uncatchable.
Second down, 10. Going right to left. Peterson looks to throw. He's under pressure, and he swallowed whole, and it's a sack for
Minimanny
Minimanny.
coming off the edge. So we've seen this blitz called 3 times, so obviously the Sun and Beatty and the coaching staff are seeing something ideal coming off there. So you're seeing Minimanny coming off the edge, but previous time, Grigorchuk was able to pick that up, but he just kind of dips his head and puts his shoulder on Minimanny. Minimanny's coming way too hot.
It's almost like Minimanny knew the snap count. The way he hit the line at full bore.
He timed that coming perfectly, full head of steam, and if you're a running back, you got to cut that guy. If I'm Grigorchuk, next time I see that blitz, I'm cutting him right down at the knees. I've got to cut him, and that's going to slow down that blitz next time.
Falconer back to return this one. It's 3rd and 20. They're going to punt it. Nearly blocked. Falconer gets this at the 45. He's going to run deep on the left side. He's at the 50, at the 55, back inside the 50. Unfortunately, there's a flag on the field. Looks like it could be a hold before Falconer's taken down at the 35-yard line. I'm assuming it's going to go back against the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hold. And, I mean, getting these holding penalties against the Okanagan Sun is showing that the Broncos are no slouches in their coverage. It means that the Sun are fighting hard to try and set up these blocks. So kudos to the Broncos being in a position that not only are they showing color and forcing Faulkner to have to
We got
pick inside or out.
holding, number 31 on the receiving team. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Okanagan.
Yeah, so even though the Broncos are giving up these yards on returns, they're putting themselves in a position that the Sun are getting these penalties.
All right, so the Okanagan Sun lead 9-0. There's 9:49 left to go in the second half or second quarter here. It's a very fast-paced game. They're at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Noah staying in with Philippek at quarterback. Faking a jet. They're going to give this one to Noah. He's going to run outside. He's got room to go. Makes 2 guys miss. He's going. He's at the 50, the 45. He stiff arms another defender before being taken down at the 30. That's a 25-yard run, a 40-yard run for Elion Noah.
Yeah, and again, this is what we're accustomed to seeing all season right now. Noah getting into that second level untouched, and he just weaves his way down the field, making guys miss. That's just a good crash block by the Okanagan Sun offensive line. Pardon me, forcing the D-line and the linebackers into the congestion in the middle of the field, and Noah does all the rest.
Heads up from Keegan Curtis there on the Kamloops Broncos. Also just getting a hand on one of his ankles there just to stop him, you know. That's called not giving up on a play. Even
Try
if
and slow him down.
They're going to fake this one to Noah. It's play action. Falconer gets it. He's at the inside. Does he get the first down? He's stuffed. They're going to call the play dead, but it's going to be just shy of the first down, I think.
Forward progress might be about a half yard shy there. But again, the Sun are showing that fast pace, right? They're going to kill you on the ground. They're going to kill you with Petal and Noah, and then they do those quick hitting, like 5-yard hooks by the slot backs, or they do these quick slot screens and then read off those blocks. Because the Okanagan Sun receiving core are great blockers.
So they are going to give that the first down for the Okanagan Sun.
Good home spot. Home team spot there.
I
thought it was short.
I thought it was short as well. So sometimes the stripes don't, you never know. They,
no one knows what's going on with the stripes.
I always like to thank the refs because if we didn't have them, we'd have chaos.
Sure.
Philippek getting Noah to move. 7:53. They're going to give it to Noah. He runs on the outside. He stiff arms a defender, getting to the 20, the 10. He's at the outside at the 10, though.
Wow.
Almost a first down, but just shy of a first down for Elion
What an
Noah.
impressive stiff arm he just lands on Lloyd. And Lloyd's no slouch of a defender. But if you're going to take Noah high, he's going to put that stiff arm right on your forehead or right in your chest. And if you don't grab that wrist of his, you're on your backside before you know it.
Okay, but also if you're going to go high on Noah, you can't go low. He's just going to jump over.
Well, but that's my point. If you're going to just break down, as soon as you see that stiff arm coming, just grab that arm and hold on, man. He's not going anywhere without that arm.
And they gave Noah the first down here, so that's going to make it just almost first and goal. It'll be inches, so like 11 yards until the goal line. Noah staying in. Philippek, play action. They're going to throw a screen pass right down the inside. He gets about 5 yards on the play, second down. that one for Marcus Burden.
Yeah, and again, the Sun, after a big run, they're just going again. Play action pass, quick throw. Just get your receivers into open space, use those blockers, and try and get as many positive yards. If not, a missed tackle, get into the end zone.
And it looks like 51, that's Mike Astone. He lost his helmet on the play, and he was looking at the ref because he was punched right in the face.
Yeah, that was hands to the face by the defender, Kruppe, their defensive lineman, number 11. So either team can't get your hands up in the face mask like that, and that should have been a penalty against the Broncos.
They're going to throw it to the end zone, but that's in and out of the hands of Marcus Burden to make a 3rd down and 5.
And Burden was wide open, just a little, right through his hands. I don't know if he wasn't expecting the ball to come in so hot, but play action pass, good read, just threw it in there. Yeah, that should have been caught.
What we have to talk about Philip Peck for a second, too. He's a young quarterback. He's only 17 years old, still in high school. He's a young kid. He's handling himself so well with his Okanagan Sun team. He earned the starting spot to start the season. Unfortunately, he lost it in the middle of about the 2nd week there. But he's a good football player, and he's the future of the program, future of the conference.
He's got a cannon, makes good reads. Yeah.
Sun are going to go for it. Oh, and it's a botched snap. Philippak takes it, but he's taken down at the 20-yard line. So that's a turnover on downs for the Kamloops Broncos. Hanging on with 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. 9-0 for the Okanagan Sun, and the Kamloops Broncos staying alive in this football game.
And that's Kruppe, number 11, defensive lineman again. And that's just the Broncos showing there's no quitting them. You're going to churn yards, but until you cross that goal line and finish off that drive, we're going to be nagging you. And if you make a stupid mistake, whether it's a penalty or a bad snap or an opportunity like we just saw, the Broncos are going to be there to reap the benefits. So kudos to the Broncos defense.
Really, really good play by the Broncos defense. Peterson looks to throw. He's going to throw it down the right-hand side. That's caught. He gets about 2 yards on the play, and he's taken down. That was Colton Michael.
Yeah, we saw Michael have a good game last week against the Kodiaks. But again, they're just not getting enough depth. And that's not bad coverage. There wasn't much of a pocket there, but Peterson didn't get any pressure. But if your receivers are going to catch the ball at 1 or 2 yards, the Sun are going to be like, you can have that all day long, and we're just going to swarm and make those tackles. You got to get those receivers pressing those coverage guys to turn their hips and turn that 2 yards into possible 7 or 9 yards.
2nd and 8 here, or 2nd and 6 rather. Peterson, it's a jet sweep. That's Sens who gets it. He's running on the outside, but he's got nowhere to go before he goes out of bounds. He gets a couple yards on the play, but the Okanagan Sun playing stay-at-home defense, hanging on and waiting.
Yeah, again, they're so disciplined in their coverage, so they recognize that it's run. They just stretch it out. They're using good pursuit angles, forcing Sens to go east-west and just end up running out of room towards the sidelines because their pursuit angles are so disciplined, the Okanagan Sun.
And the Okanagan Sun defense showing why they're the class of the league right now, holding Kamloops to no points, and I think a pair of first downs to start this game. I mean, it's 5:15 to go in the first half, and we've only been playing football for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a little inconsistent by both teams. So that was a timeout.
I'm not sure what the refs just called. I think they had to reset the time clock.
Oh, okay.
And so again, 3rd down. They're punting from their own 24, 23-yard line, going right to left. Falcon are not back to receive this one. Oh, and it's a high punt, and he's nearly blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds on their own 50, so the Okanagan Sun get good field position to start this drive off.
Yeah, that was Christos back there waiting to return, but yeah, good job. Good save by their kicker / receiver, 86 Jeeves there, and saving that, which would have been a high snap into the end zone, getting the kick off because he could have had it blocked as well. I don't know how he didn't get hit. When you're trying to do a block like that after a bad snap, usually when you're coming in so hot, you hit the kicker, so I don't know how. Good job on the Sun not creating a first down for the Broncos, a roughing the kicker, but now they get in Broncos territory.
It has actually, when you're running deep and you're about to block a kicker, all you want to do is hurt the guy.
Yeah,
and that's just.
But yeah,
they're going to give it to Noah. He runs right up the middle. He runs outside. He's got room. He makes another guy miss. He's still going, and he gets to the 28-yard line. So another 22-yard rush for LL Yon Noah.
Quick, sure feet, He's reading, he's seeing, okay, I'm going to go left. I see that seam. You've got containment. I'm going to cut up the middle. You guys are all kind of congested. I'll make that first guy miss and keep on chucking up straight up the gut. And this is just great line of scrimmage control by the Hogs right now for the Sun.
And there was nearly a horse collar tackle on Noah on that play as well. So it's 1st and 10. They're on the 18-yard line. Philippek drops back. Throws it deep down the right-hand side. Falconer's open, and he's got a touchdown! Okanagan Sun, Jordan Falconer. You know he wanted that one.
That's the deep ball connection that we saw being open all game so far. And just a quick little shoulder fake right here. Quick little hook. And then Faulkner just beats his man downfield. You got one of the defenders jumped on that short little fake here that Philippek does. Great little boom, that quick little shoulder makes a short guy bite, and then Faulkner just uses his speed and gets past the defender, number 9, Matty.
And as the Okanagan Sun go to kick the extra point, they're up 15-0, soon to be 16. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. We'll be back in 30. So after the kick, it's 16-0 for the Okanagan Sun with 3:54 to go in the first half. The Okanagan Sun, just a big touchdown from Philippek connecting to Jordan Falconer. And Falconer, he wanted a TD today. The way he's been playing, he deserves it. That's a hard-fought TD and a great play. So they're going to kick this one deep down the left-hand side. They're going to return this one, and it's actually goes out of bounds at just by the 40-yard line there. So
I think it was purposely
10.
swatted out of bounds. I don't know that he wanted anything.
It looked like he kind of...
That was yet another Patterson, Lucas Patterson, who just kind of batted it out of bounds. But that was just a short, I won't say mid-range pooch kick by the Sun, not putting it in the hands of Sens, which is smart. Just kind of pooch, know that your defense is doing well. You got good coverage. So instead of giving it to Sens, getting a big return, maybe even making, pressing your coverage team to get a touchdown, just kick it towards the sidelines.
All right, they're staying in the pro set. Kamloops going right to left. They're going to hand this ball off, and he's going to get stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. No yards on the play, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they haven't established any great consistency with the run game between the tackles. So a play like this, I don't know if they're, is the offensive game plan for the Broncos. They're trying to test to see what the front seven does on something like this between the tackles, but the Sun were not biting on any kind of movement there.
They really haven't bid on anything all game. They've been playing really good stay-at-home football. 2nd and 8, so he did get a couple of yards on the play. Drops back to pass, throws it deep down the middle. That's in and out of the hands of Colton Michael, making it 3rd down.
And he was streaking down on that skinny post as well. So there's a blitz coming. So it's cover 1 or cover 0, depending on what the blitz was running. He gets behind his man on that coverage there, and it was just slightly underthrown because that allowed the defender to make a play on that. So, yeah, I would have liked to see if he was able to put some more air under it, then Statham wouldn't have been able to be right in that hip pocket to swat it down.
2:55 to go in the half. Sun leads 16-0. Yeah, Falconer's not back to return this one again, and it just seems to me that they just want to give guys reps. But, I mean, they're only up 16. It's not.
Could be. That's Christos again back there returning for the Sun, and we just got the 3-minute warning.
2:55 to go in the game. They're going to punt this one at the – and it goes out of bounds. Christos can't quite get his hands on it, so it's out at the 38-yard line. The Sun will get to work here with 2:54 to go in the first half.
Yeah, not a bad kick to the sidelines. Nice hang time. Pin him right against the sidelines. Whether he catches that ball or not, there's not a lot of real estate to work for against the Broncos. So no. I like that decision by the Broncos kicker.
Yeah, and if you got a team that can return the football, don't give them anything. No. Absolutely. I just want to remind everyone, The Mascot Bowl will be happening at halftime. Mascots will be playing football. What's better than that? Although mascots versus kids I find entertaining as well.
That is, yes.
Petal in the backfield with Philippek, 1st and 10. Petal takes the football. He runs up the middle. He makes 2 guys miss before getting a first down. 12 yards on the play.
And again, between the tackles, you get that first initial seam that allows him to start thinking about making guys miss downfield, untouched through the line of scrimmage. Then it's just him versus halfbacks and safeties, and Petal and Noah are both going to love that matchup as they get downfield.
That'll make it 1st and 10. They're on the 52. We've got shotgun formation. Philippek gives to Petal again. Petal runs right up the middle, same play. And he gets 6 yards on the play, 2nd down, Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, again, keep using your hogs. Use the downfield blocking of your inside slot receivers as well. Petal has such good eyesight once he gets that ball and can just weave through that initial seam, makes those linebackers have to commit to him, and he can get downfield.
2nd and 3. Give to Petal again. He's stuffed just at the line of scrimmage to make it 3rd down. So a good stop for this Kamloops Broncos defense.
Yeah, good read by Shaw, their defensive lineman, Connor Shaw, number 97, getting off his block, seeing that stuff. So initially he got into the second, but the initial big stuff was by Fields.
And there's a flag on the play.
There was a little bit of commotion at the end there.
It looks
but
like
Fields,
it was unnecessary roughness on the defense. I saw the ref. He wasn't mic'd, unfortunately, but we'll see what he calls.
Big number 2, Fields, who had a good week last week as well, had a big stuff on that. Number 2 for the Broncos. That's unfortunate because that was forcing the Sun to have to make a decision and to give up free yards like this.
We have objectionable conduct. Number 2 on the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So that's a penalty that Kamloops isn't going to want to take at this stage in the game when they're down 16-0 with 2:15 to go in the half. Just objectionable conduct, and that was on Michael Fields.
Yeah, because they had him in 3rd down decision, right?
He did.
That's tough.
So that's 1st and 10 for the Sun. Receivers moving inside. Petal's going to take it again. He's going to run up the middle. He's got blockers, and he gets the first down. 10 yards for Tristan Petal. They're just moving the ball.
No, and that's just it. When you try to tackle him from behind, he's going to carry you. And if you try and get in front of him and stop him, he's just going to bulldozer right through you. Doesn't stop his legs. He's outpowered. That's a defensive lineman and a halfback that he's running through, and he pushes them for 3 yards to get a first down. Such a tough, strong runner.
2 minutes to go here in the half. Sun leads 16-0 here at the Apple Bowl. It's a beautiful night for football. The sun's down. The lights are out. No backs here. So Philippek's in alone, 1st and 10. They're going to throw a screen down the left-hand side. He's got room to run, and he's taken down. That looked like it was Falconer again. Or was it Jackson Lynn?
No, that was Noah. Noah went out there, so they had empty. So they had 5 receivers out there. So you got 4 receivers, so your wide receiver and slot backs blocking. That's your running back who just takes that wide receiver screen, makes the first guy miss, and gets big yardage. That's on the weak side of the field. That's a lot of bodies to try and run a play like that. But again, the receiving core for the Sun are such good blockers downfield.
That'll make it 1st and 10. Noah in the backfield now. So they're giving Noah plenty of looks. They're going to play action this one. Throw off the right-hand side. Stiff arms the defender before going out of bounds. Marcus Burden with a great run.
Yeah, little shy of the first down, but again, he's coming across the formation. So we see this in their run play, but he comes out. So it's man coverage. He's already got the head start going into the flats. And Philippek delivers a great ball to him coming off the edge here to the flats. And then it's just outrunning his coverage. And then again, a stiff arm at point of attack gets good extra 5 yards after that contact.
So that's 1st and goal. So it was the first down.
Oh, good. I thought they were marked a little shy.
They're going to give this one to Noah. Noah runs outside, stiff arms the defender, and he's in the end zone for it. Okanagan Sun touchdown.
Noah knew that. The second he took that handoff and saw how wide open it was on that wide side of the field, he knew he was hitting pay dirt. Quick little stiff arm to, I think it was number 44, Bostic coming off the edge there, their linebacker. But, yeah, no, good job by Noah knowing that I'm going to hit pay dirt.
The Okanagan Sun go up 22-0. They're about to kick the extra point, but we will be taking another 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. There's a minute 12 left to go in the half. The Okanagan Sun lead 22-0. And that's another Okanagan Sun touchdown for Kelowna Glass. The Okanagan Sun now lead 23-0 here with a minute 12 to go in the first half. LL Yanoa with a great little move just to take the touchdown.
Yeah, there's so much real estate for him to work out coming out there. And then that's the defensive lineman Shaw getting that objectionable conduct penalty. That's back-to-back objectionable conducts against the Broncos happening in this quarter against two of their D linemen that have been pretty good so far in the second half, creating havoc when they're given opportunities. But you cannot be giving a powerhouse like the Okanagan Sun all this free real estate. We say it against the Sun when they make stupid penalties as well, but you most certainly, if you're the Broncos and you're behind the 8 ball right now in this deep into the second quarter of this game, you can't give this real estate to the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, and the Okanagan Sun now kicking from the 55-yard line from the center here. It's going to be tough to return this one. They could boot it right through the end zone, so it might be a single point for the Okanagan Sun, but let's see what happens here. They're going to get the ball, and they're going to down it in their own end zone. And they're going to give up a point that way, but they'll get better field position that way.
Exactly, yeah. Smart play by the Broncos. Why risk trying to get out of your own end zone 3 or 4 yards deep, get tackled at like the 14-yard line with only a minute left? That's a tough battle to go. Now you get it on your own 30.
So the Sun lead 24-0 now with a minute to go, minute 01 to go in the game. The Sun leading the Broncos. It's the battle of the Thompson-Okanagan, as we've just decided that today. Maybe that doesn't sound as cool. Battle of the Interior. 1st and 10 for Kamloops.
35, sorry, not 30.
Yeah. They're at the 35, going right to left. Peterson is going to throw. Looks left, he looks right. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to run it up the inside. He slides after getting 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 5.
And I'm wondering why, if it's a part of a game plan or something for Peterson, if they can't afford him taking hits. Because we haven't seen Snyder, which is odd. Snyder was their starter.
Yeah.
So maybe, he's on the injured reserve, or just they can't afford him coming in on off the bench, and they're telling Peterson, we don't want you taking any licks, because we've seen him slide every time he's scrambled right now. He's not trying to make guys miss.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
2nd and 6. Peterson alone in the backfield. He's got time to throw. Throws it down the left-hand side. That's picked off by the Okanagan Sun. He takes it to the 55. A huge block. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line, and that might be a flag on the play. We'll see.
And that's Borhot again.
Borhot with, I think, his 6th on the year.
Why is that a penalty?
So that was Ramirez with a block.
That's ridiculous. That's a beautiful open field block to spring your
Ramirez
defender.
came up and blocked.
Beautiful. That's his shoulder.
Coach Jason Casey not happy
Terrible
with that call.
Garbage call. I almost made it the whole half not calling a garbage call by the refs.
21 seconds to go in the half.
If that's what that penalty...
Let's see what happens. Let's see. There could have been a block in the back.
Maybe they're picking it up.
We have 2 penalties on that play. We got unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer, number 44 on Okanagan. Wow. We got unnecessary roughness, blind leg block, number 30 on Okanagan. 30-yard penalty from the previous play, 1st down, Kamloops.
Okay, so it wasn't
I was looking downfield, so I didn't see the roughing. Well, I just think they got the numbers wrong.
But it was Hickenbottom and Landry. Yeah. But Landry was called for unnecessary roughness, a block in the back.
Well, I think they were calling roughing the passer.
Yeah, they called.
We see Peterson on his backside on that replay.
Yeah,
but-
Hickenbottom got a roughing the passer.
Yeah,
but
so
I
that
thought,
you can't argue. That's
Yeah.
legit for sure. You've got to be aware of that. But that open field, that's not a blindside block. It was face to face, shoulder to shoulder. That's not blindside. Come on, refs, quit ruining the game.
Peterson getting the ball back at the 45-yard line. Peterson looks to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to run it inside again. He gets the first down before he slides again. And they're at the 32-yard line now with 14 seconds to go in the half. Kamloops wants to put points on the board, and I think Peterson's the guy to do it right now.
Well, good recognition by Peterson, because right now the Sun are just in a prevent defense. They're opening up that short game. So if you don't see your first or second read and you got an opportunity to scramble it, take it.
So the Kamloops Broncos took a timeout. We'll take one as well with 14 seconds to go in the half. The Okanagan Sun lead 24-0. It's Okanagan Sun football on TELUS TV, BCFC TV, and AM 1150.
An exceptional service. They make every event from corporate meetings to weddings a special experience. Visit KelownaYachtClub.com to book.
Need workers? Call Labor Unlimited. Need work? Call Labor Unlimited. Whether you're skilled or unskilled, daily warehouse, light industrial, and construction work is available with opportunities to audition for full-time employment as well. If you're a business looking for labor solutions, one call to Labor Unlimited could solve your manpower issues. Labor Unlimited, work today, pay today. Call 2.
All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos with 14 seconds to go in the half. The Broncos wanting to put some points on the board. They're on the Sun 32-yard line rather. Peterson looks to throw. He's under pressure. Throws it deep down the right-hand side to Sens. The Sens have it. No! That's well defended by the Okanagan Sun.
I like that they're going for the jugular here, because, you know, you're 24-0. 3 points doesn't really do much for you. So instead of just doing like a 7 or 8 yard, 10 yard out to try and give your kicker some more real estate to work, or some closer to the uprights to work with. But it wasn't a bad throw or bad decision. Again, I think he's just putting too much air under it, allowing the speedy, disciplined coverage team of the Okanagan Sun, their corners and safeties, to converge on those deep balls.
2nd and 10 here. And they're showing that they're going to air it out. I love it. Peterson drops back. He's under pressure. He's almost sacked. And he is taken down by the Okanagan Sun. He was met with a slew of defenders, but the tackle's going to go to Jacob Bond, I think.
Yeah, so again, it's a blitz by Ninamani and Bond coming off. Ninamani kind of stunted on the inside instead of coming on the outside. Got up into his grill. He was able to miss, and then I think that was Ramirez that was doing cleanup.
And Remiard got a little bit of that one, too.
Yeah.
Okanagan.
So the Okanagan Sun have taken a timeout, and we'll take another 30 seconds on AM 1150 here on BCFC TV and TELUS TV. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Done.
The renovation has started, but the store is still open. Right now, Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries is clearing out their entire inventory. If you're looking for recliners, sofas, dining sets, or bedroom furniture, everything is on sale, no exceptions. Savings this amazing won't last forever. Hurry into Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries today for
All right,
best
so if you're
selection
joining us
before
on
the rentals
TELUS
are
here,
complete and
this could be the last play of the half. Peterson looks to throw, drops back. Peterson's going to throw it deep down to Sens, but that is picked off by the Okanagan Sun at the 1 yard line. We can't get numbers on it right now.
I can't see if that's 18. Yeah, Borhat again.
Borhat
3
with
picks.
3 picks in the first half. Incredible. That brings us to the end of the half. The Okanagan Sun lead 24-0. Ahmed Borhat with 3 picks. Your halftime report is going to be up in 5 minutes' time. We'll be back. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and on BCFC TV. If you're on BCFC TV and TELUS TV, the Mascot Bowl will be up in just a bit.
3, Kelowna. It's the mascot bowl. All right, let's turn things down to dirt, man, for the annual mascot bowl presented by Stover Foundation. Kelowna Ready Mix and Save On Foods. Dirt, what's going on? 2 teams, Fur and Feathers, Team 1. And let's hear applause for Sparky and Sparky 2 from the Kelowna Fire Department, West Kelowna Fire Department. And Ember the Firefox, the OK Sundog, and Loose Moose from Big White. That's the furry friends, the food friends. Mr. Electric, Peter Pit, Papa John, Two Slice, Whole Pizza, and the General. And Eric as referee. Let's go. Give her, guys. Hey, whistle on the play. What the heck was that? Watch the game. Loose, big white. We've got Papa John punching his way through. Spark. There goes the General. He's usually on skates. Look at the General. He's on a breakaway. And there we go. Nothing. West Kelowna, the General scoring on there. Let's get this ball back in action. Awesome. Loose, slipping on something. I don't know what it was. The ref. Get it back in play. Oh, it's right to the beat up here. Come on, it could be an easier one. Oh, wow. Now you won't see it. Three more of those balls and you're sent back to West Kelowna.
All right, at halftime, the Okanagan Sun lead 24-0 with 9:50 left until the second half gets underway. I'm Stephen Kepler. With me is Coach Jason Casey. I want to bring up the first big, I don't even know if this counts as a stat, but Ahmed Borhat has 2 interceptions this game. one didn't count. So, or sorry, 3 interceptions, but one didn't count. So 2 on paper. I think defensively, is he the player of the game right now, or is it Jacob Bond?
I got him as my notes as player of the game so far. So first half, player of the game, absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely. But Kamloops, they've driven the ball twice down the field, and then they've been picked off by Borhot. And it's almost like he's got their number today.
Yeah, and they just keep getting stifled, right? So only 76 total yards the Broncos have this game, and those 3 picks have just cost them dearly. And the Sun are already pushing 300 total yards.
24-0 they lead by, but I mean, it could have been upwards of 40 or 50. El Elyon Noya has 82 yards rushing and 1 TD. Parker is their top receiver at 41 yards and a TD. Or sorry, is that Falconer? Not
no, 88. No, that's Parker. Yeah,
yeah, that's Parker. Yep. And I was thinking it'd be Falconer. Falconer does have a touchdown on the day though, and well-deserved touchdown. Yeah. Okay, Coach. What is Kamloops saying after the half here? Because they took a knee in the end zone and then they went back to the locker room. What is, as a coach, you've been in this, you've had your teeth kicked in plenty of times. So
Absolutely.
What do you do if you're Kamloops right now?
Get back to what you figured your initial game plan was going to be against the Okanagan Sun and just try and build on getting some consistency, some completions, secure a couple of blocks, try and get 3-4 yards a run for Grigorchik. Grigorchik's a great running back. You got to get him back in the game. We know Sens is a great receiver, but if you keep trying to go downtown with Sens, you're going to get sacks because that's too much time for Peterson to try and make a read, or you're going to get interceptions. So now start using Sens maybe on comebacks where he's pushing the defenders 12 or 15 yards. As soon as they open their hips, you get him coming back and hit him at about 8 or 10 yards. He turns upfield, then you're moving the sticks that way. So there's opportunities for the Broncos to do that, but the Okanagan Sun defense are going to make adjustments too. They're smart. They're well coached. They're going to see that kind of adjustments. They're going to say, oh, you're no longer doing ABC. You're going to do DEF. Well, we're going to do XYZ and still get in there and smack you in the mouth. Because right now, the blitzes that the Okanagan Sun are throwing at the Broncos can't handle.
Well, and the Broncos are having trouble. They only have 4 first downs in there at half, 33 yards rushing. They've got 3 INTs against them, but really 2 counted. They're struggling offensively. Defensively, I thought they came out strong. They played really good football to start this game.
But they've also made mistakes, right? They've had two of their best defensive linemen have each gotten objectionable conduct penalties, right? So the Sun are leading the way in penalties. They've already got 60 yards in penalties in the first half, but the Broncos are also not doing themselves any favors. When you're behind the 8 ball against a juggernaut like the Okanagan Sun, you can't afford to not capitalize on the mistakes the Sun are making and then also give them up stupid yards as well.
Yeah, if you look at the Okanagan Sun, 7 penalties for 60 yards, whereas they have 5 penalties for 25 yards. So small penalties for them, big penalties for the Sun. There was one penalty that coach didn't like so much, and that was a big block. And these penalties happen in games, and that's just the way it is. But penalties aside, the Kamloops Broncos have their work cut out for them in the second half. What do you do? What are you going to do? What more screens? Are you going to run more sweeps if you're Kamloops? What do you do?
You've got to keep it simple because then you that increases your chances of execution. But again, the Okanagan, it's not like you can double team their best D lineman and that's what they're doing, or you just key on Bond and they've got no one else. Like the Okanagan Sun have 12 great defenders on the field at any given time, so you can't just pinpoint where you're going to attack. So you've got to keep it simple, really, really dummy it down, try and just get some executions, try and get some momentum. Maybe you can get a couple of first downs churned up, maybe still have to punt, but try and get some first downs, try and build on some confidence for your O-line and allow Peterson to maybe make some plays.
All right, there's 5.5 to go until the second half gets underway. The Okanagan Sun lead the Kamloops Broncos 24-0. The second half is coming up in 5 minutes. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150. We'll see you in 5.
Eight of their service communities at no charge? Beecroft Fuel Distributors, your community partner, family owned, locally run, and a proud sponsor of the Okanagan Sun. BBFD.ca.
Fuel your adventures with Canco Petroleum in one-stop convenience. Grab a Chillers or make it a Screamer. And don't forget to scan your Canco cash card. Check out cancopetroleum.ca or download their app. Proud sponsors of your Okanagan Sun.
Yes, you can, Co.
Let's face it, moving and storage isn't as much fun as watching football. If you need to move or store your stuff and you have lots of stuff, a Big Steel Box is a convenient and flexible solution. The team at Big Steel Box is on your side and is dedicated to providing an exceptional experience by reducing your effort and owning your problem. If you're looking for a moving and storage service that feels better, get started with Big Steel Box, proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun.
Hello, Kelowna. It's Michael J. from beautiful Big White Ski Resort. I've got a question for you. Have you ever seen Big White in the summertime? I think you'll be amazed with what Supernatural British Columbia has to offer at 5,500 feet above sea level. The alpine flowers are out. You can ride the chairlift for only $15, and your dogs are free. Come and enjoy an ice cream this long weekend at beautiful Big White Ski Resort. All our details are online at bigwhite.com.
Come find us in Boundary Country.
Bronag Contracting gives back to our community. For the past 15 years, they've been a proud corporate sponsor of Okanagan Sun Football. They're also proud to help underprivileged kids play organized sports. At Bronag Contracting, they specialize in commercial construction as a general contractor and project manager. If you need their expertise, get in touch. Bronag Contracting, proud to give back to the community and a proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun.
When you're proud of your team, it shows. Candel Custom Homes is proud to support the Okanagan Sun football team and proud of their team who are passionately working on building your dream home, your forever home. Look into building with Candel Custom Homes, a boutique firm specializing in design builds. Upcoming projects include Lake Country Villas in the Lakestone area, where you could proudly own one of Candel's 24 executive Lakeview villas. See more at candelcustomhomes.com. Chapman Mechanical Plumbing, HVAC, and Fire Protection is your full-service mechanical contractor for commercial, industrial, and institutional design and installation. Get started by visiting chapmanmechanical.ca, proud sponsor of the Okanagan Sun.
Oh, sure, doing it yourself might save you money, or it might not. For new residential and light commercial plumbing and heating, CNC Plumbing and Heating are experienced, fast, and reliable. 3 things you're not. Ask them about hydronic in-floor heating.
I don't even know what that is.
That's okay. They do, and you're going to love it. CNC Plumbing and Heating, a proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun. Just call 250-878-3109 or visit cncplumbingandheating.com.
You already know Consolidated Supply for irrigation, landscape supplies, and clear water spas, but they're also your place to custom build a new or used club car golf cart to meet your specifications. Visit them today to get started and ask how you can enter to win a fully outfitted custom Flame Chaser club car Onward in support of the Kelowna Professional Firefighters Charitable Society. Consolidated Supply, proud sponsor of the Okanagan Sun, CTE.ca.
Elevate your construction and home improvement projects with Cooper Equipment Rentals. From compact tools to heavy machinery, they've got you covered. Come visit them at 1834 Byland Road in West Kelowna. Cooper Equipment Rentals, proudly Canadian since 1972.
You name it, they frame it. Distinct Framing specializes in wood framing services for multifamily residential construction, including off-site prefab wall panels and floor cassettes, with quality that's unmatched because they're distinct. Visit distinctframing.ca, a proud supporter of the Okanagan Sun.
Get ready for fun at the Coda Sports Bar and Grill. Enjoy the coldest beer, the hottest dishwasher, and #1 beef dip in town.
Hey, what did you call me?
Not you, the sandwich. Oh yeah, and Dakota's host live comedy every week, including open mic Thursdays, as well as stand-up every Friday and Saturday night. Dakota's Sports Bar and Grill, where good times unite. Proud sponsor of Okanagan Sun Football. Find your next funny fix at KelownaComedy.ca.
Emery Formworks is your leader for concrete formwork in Kelowna. As one of the only locally owned and operated companies providing high-rise concrete formwork, they're hardworking and a proud sponsor of your Okanagan Sun. Visit them at emery.ca.
All right, at the start of the second half, the Okanagan Sun lead the Kamloops Broncos 24-0 here at the Apple Bowl in Kelowna. Hey, I'm Stephen Kepler. Joined with me is Coach Jason Casey. And the Okanagan Sun deferred at the coin toss at the start of the game, so they'll be getting the ball back to start this half. Do you think the Okanagan Sun keep giving the ball to Noah to pat the stats? I mean, he's got 82 yards rushing already. He's probably got over 100 yards all-purpose. He doesn't technically need to play in the game unless Kamloops comes back in this one. What do you figure?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it really is just a stat padding game, and do you run the risk of having your number one guy?
And it's a swift kick to the right. The Okanagan Sun are going to return this one. He's at the 52-yard line. Wild kickoff start there.
Trying to get, this is the Colts versus the Saints? Is that the Super Bowl where it was the start of the second half onside kick?
If you want to talk about onside kicks, so in the NFL now you can't onside kick in the third quarter. You can't onside kick to start the half.
No surprise. Yeah.
Is that that's bad football?
I like what they're doing to the kickoff return game. I still think it should be an option to have a surprise onside kick.
So the Suns start with great field position. Noah is staying in the backfield. They're going to give it. They're going to play action to Noah. This one's caught by Burden. Burden gets the first down. He's at the 40. He fumbles the football, and the Kamloops Broncos recover.
What a beautiful stick by the Broncos coming up. Big catch and run. Burden and just a good stick.
Wow.
He's getting tackled from behind by, I think it was Kruppe, their number 11.
And Kruppe ripped his arms out. Ooh.
And then I think it was Curtis, number 32, that came in with the stick head up and knocked that out.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We've got a down player right here. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. 14:38 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So if you're just joining us, Jordan Falconer just took a bit of a nasty hit. He's up. He's walking off the field under his own power, so it looks like he's going to be okay. You never like to see guys get injured. Now, after the Okanagan Sun fumble to open up the half, Kamloops recovered the ball, and now they've got the football on their own 38-yard line going right to left, down 24-0. Peterson in at quarterback with two running backs in the pro set. Peterson looks to throw down the right-hand side. It's caught by Sens. Sens gets tackled, but he gets at least 7 yards on the play.
And that's what I like. You see Sens on the wide side of the field. He's pressing upfield, gets a little bit of separation, turns back, gives his quarterback a target, get his team into a second and short.
And there's another Okanagan Sun player down. They're calling the trainers out, so we will take another 30-second timeout. Sorry, we have got a lot of spots to fill up today. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, it's second and short for the Kamloops Broncos. Looks like one of the Okanagan Sun players just kind of tweaked his back a little bit on the play. Coach Jason Casey.
Lewis.
It was Lewis there, from what I can tell. But it'll be second and short for Kamloops here. And this is what happens in the Okanagan when you're playing. We're in August still, and it's a hot day. It was 30 degrees today. Guys get hurt and easily because of dehydration and tiredness. I mean, it's 8:30 at night here. Peterson with Gregorchek in behind him. Peterson throws or looks to throw. He's under pressure. And that is nowhere to be found. That was intended for Sens, but he overthrows him before getting hit on the play, making it 3rd down and short.
Yeah, and again, so they're trying to set up a pump fake here to get a down, out and go or a hook and go. But then when he feels the pressure, he tries to hit Sens and just overthrows it. Luckily, there was no defender in behind Sens that could pick that off again.
They only had 3 completions in the first half, and that's because that Okanagan Sun defensive line is just, they're the Monstars. There we go. I've got a good name for them. They're just running, they're blitzing, and it's so hard to get anything going when you're under that pressure. Sun back to return this one. It's 3rd and 2. Kamloops going to punt. And he keeps. He's under pressure, and he's sacked. No, and he throws, but it doesn't go anywhere. Unfortunately, they don't even get to the line of scrimmage on that play, and that'll make it a turnover on downs.
Yeah, so Corey Jeeves, their kicker / one of their big slot backs, I don't know if he was given the green light that if you feel you can get outside containment, try and take it, or he was just felt there was too much pressure to attempt to kick, decided to try and step outside. Either way, the Sun were ready. You're not going to catch the Sun napping on a play like that. And, you know, ugh for the Broncos given such a short field for the Sun.
A turnover on downs makes it 1st and 10 for the Sun on the Broncos 46 yard line here. This Okanagan Sun football game brought to you by Chemtech West and CS Printmaster. So Philippek in, Noah back behind him. Going left to right, the Sun give the ball to Noah. He's got room to run. He runs inside. He makes 3 guys miss. He won't go down, but he gets the first down. 12 yards to add. That puts him at 94 yards rushing on the day.
Yeah, so talented, knifing through all the mayhem in between the tackles here, gets upfield, keeps knifing through, and then even when there's guys wrapped around his legs, he's still getting a yard or 2 after that initial contact.
Oh boy, if I had to slap on the pads, I would never want to even be near this guy. I feel like he'd run me over.
My hamstrings and ankles hurt just watching him.
1st and 10 for the Sun. They're going to fake, they're going to play action. Burden gets it. Burden gets 12 yards on the play, 1st down Sun. So it was a play action from Noah, sorry.
And I think that was 13, Shamalok.
Yep.
Not 12, but yeah, again, they're keying on the backfield, and if you open up the middle of the field like that, they're just going to find those slot backs sitting in between those zones, and they're going to get the catch at, you know, that 6 to 8 yard range and then turn it into a 1st down.
So that's 1st and 10. They're moving the ball. They're on the 20-yard line now. Noah staying in, and Philippek gives to Noah. Noah runs right up the gut. He's at the 5. He stumbles at the 5-yard line, but he comes close to getting a touchdown.
Just opening up like the Red Sea that is between the tackles. Again, he's not having to use his jitteriness and make guys miss. It's just straight up, big on big, makes the middle linebacker miss and just keeps going north-south and gets churning out big yardage right
Smash mouth football.
Yes.
And now so Petal comes in. And Noah is staying in as well, so they've got the split back set here. They're going to give it to Noah again. Noah runs right up the middle. He spins, and he's taken down, so he doesn't get much on the play to make it 2nd down and goal here.
Yeah, just a bit of a missed opportunity. So you got Petal crossing the formation. He becomes a lead blocker. If Noah follows him to the outside, he's in the end zone untouched.
Yeah. 3 yards to go here. Now Philippek has both Petal and Noah in the backfield here, 2 lethal backs. They're crowding the line. They're going to give it to Noah. Noah spins. There's a flag on the play, and Noah doesn't get into the end zone. We'll see what the refs call the flags, but it's in the backfield, so I'm guessing holding.
Yeah. And again, so that was just a mirror image of the similar play. They just flipped the formation. Same motion by Petal, but again, I think it's just the Broncos are doing such an obvious job of crowding that line of scrimmage when it's Noah seems to be the primary back in that backfield. I don't know if a bigger play-action pass option, even you run the exact same play, but you leak Petal as soon as he attacks the line of scrimmage thinking he's a fullback, you leak him into the flats. There'll be a mismatch coverage every time, even if the linebacker or halfback picks him up. odds are he'll probably be wide open.
And we did have a down Kamloops Bronco player on the field, but he got up under his own power.
We got unnecessary roughness, face mask, number 64. It'll be 3rd down, 15 yards from the previous play.
So probably hands up to the face there by Kraus, O-lineman.
And it looks like the Okanagan Sun are going to send out their kicking team for this one, try and get a field goal for Atwood, who's had 3 really good seasons so far for the Okanagan Sun. In their championship season, he made a lot of crucial kicks.
Quality kicker, yep.
I would hope to see this guy goes further in his CJ and his CF, and maybe into a university career, but a great football player. 10:42 to go in the third quarter. It's a bit of a slow-going quarter. Sun are going to be kicking this from about the 25-yard line. Should be a chip shot for Atwood. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So that's 3 points for the Okanagan Sun to go up 27-0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV.
Broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.
So the Kamloops Broncos are going to take this ball at the 35-yard line and decline the kickoff, and they run it inside up the gut, and they get nowhere on the play to make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so they're trying something a little different on the formation. So they got Grigorchik lining up on the wide side as a slot back, then coming back across the formation. They're coming in up the gut in between the tackles with a full head of steam. But again, that front 7 for the Okanagan Sun are just so hard to displace. There wasn't much room for him to hit with a full head of steam.
Peterson with Grigorchik. Peterson looks to throw. He's under pressure. He keeps, and he is swallowed whole by that the defensive line. A big sack for the Okanagan Sun, and it looks like that's going to go for Hunter Boltzma.
Yeah, and again, it's just a good coverage sack. So you've got Ninamani coming off the edge again with pressure, which forces Grigorchik outside the tackle box and just leaves the big on the inside, which the Okanagan Sun are winning those battles against the offensive line of the Broncos. And it's just tough for Peterson. He makes his first read, then he feels that pressure. So it initially starts as a coverage sack. Because the coverage downfield is so good by the Sun, he can't make his second or third read, feels that pressure, and then he's just dead to rights in the backfield.
9:34 to go here in the third quarter. There's another down player. Seems to be okay with the trainers working with him. Looks like he just got a stinger. And stingers are kind of just weird plays where your arm will get hit, Coach Shea, and you've had your fair share of these, haven't you?
Absolutely.
And he's up under his own power there. That was actually Peterson. Yep. So we might see a QB change in the next series here. But they're going to be punting this one away as they lost 4 yards on the play. Punting this one from their own 35. It's a high snap. He still manages to get the punt away deep down the right-hand side. That's going to almost go out of bounds. Oh, and he hits it. He gets his hands on it, but do the Broncos recover? No, it looks like it's going to go out of bounds.
The Sun got it, yep.
All right, so the Sun will get that at about the 54-yard line, so good field position for the Okanagan Sun. 9:16 to go here in the third quarter. Beautiful night here in Kelowna at the Apple Bowl for this football game. Absolutely gorgeous. 1st and 10. We've got Peddle in now with Philippek. Philippek changing the play at the line of scrimmage here. He's showing throw, but he gives it to Peddle. He runs a sweep on the outside. He gets past the line of scrimmage, and he gets about 2 yards on the play. Kamloops with the stop. That was by 32, Keegan Curtis.
Impressive discipline by Kamloops, because right now the Sun are overloading the boundary, so the weak side of the field, and then they run opposite, trying to get a mismatch on manpower on that wide side of the field and using pedal speed, but the Broncos are tenacious, staying home, and forced them a little bit east-west and only getting about 3.5 yards out of that.
So that'll make it 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. Pedal in. 5 wide receivers, 4 stacked on the right. Philippek throws down the middle. That's caught. And it's a first down for the Okanagan Sun.
Shamalak?
That looked like it was Shamalak. Yeah.
Tough quarterback climbing the ladder there and taking a smack and getting a first down for his current quarterback. That's a beauty catch.
Shamalak last year played for the VI Raiders. And now we've got another down Kamloops Bronco, unfortunately, and that means we are going to take a quick 30-second timeout as well. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV. We'll be back in 30. All right, so it looks like he's going to be okay. That was 32. Keegan Curtis, who was just kind of took a bit of a pop there.
And he's laid some good hits for the defense for the Broncos. He's a good, tough little defensive back.
And I think that's what they teach these guys, too. It used to be coaches would say, are you hurt or do you have a boo-boo? And now it's stay down. Let the trainer look at you.
Yep. And
that's smart. 1st and 10 for the Sun, going left to right. They're in Kamloops territory. Philippek looks to throw. He's going to be dumped that one off to Peddle. Peddle runs outside. He gets the first down. He's going, and he gets about 20 yards on the play. Huge from Tristan Peddle.
Yeah, beautiful inside running back screen there, and we got big Kerntoff, the offensive lineman, number 70 for the Sun, downfield blocking for him. I love to see Hogs downfield on those screen plays, just churning up real estate, knocking linebackers and halfbacks on their backside. I love it.
So that's 1st and 10 for the Okanagan Sun, moving the football. Up 27-0 here with 7:09 to go in the game. If you're just joining us on AM 1150, thanks for joining us. They're going to give it to Peddle. He runs up the middle. He's got room to go. He makes one guy miss, jumps out of the hands of another defender before getting 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, so initially the Broncos are showing some color in the gaps here, make him have to dance a couple of times. But again, once he gets into that 4 or 5 yards downfield and he's one-on-one with linebackers, he's pushing that 2nd and short, if not first down, every time. Both him and Noah are so good at. If you give them real estate beyond the line of scrimmage and not disrupt them, they're going to churn out big yardage.
So that's 2nd and short here, 2nd and 4. We've got Philippek with Peddle. 5 receiver set. They give it to Peddle. He has a bit of a stutter step because he's got nowhere to go, but he gets past the line of scrimmage, but now it'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go for it because the Okanagan Sun are just sending out on Noah. And they're pulling out Peddle. This running back committee is so strong. You know, last
nothing
year,
else changes, right?
No.
So you still got the rest of your offense that's churning, and you got 2 quality running backs, and this is a good opportunity to practice your short yardage.
So Noah's going to run outside.
Like a wildcat.
Like a wildcat offense. It was a direct snap to Noah. He gets the first down, but he's just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, so Philippek kind of motioned out of the backfield, and then just big on big, secure some blocks. Noah does the rest with his talent, and they move the chains, 3rd and short.
And I'm a big fan of the Wildcat offense. I think it's so tough as a defender to watch the Wildcat use because you don't know where the ball is going to go. And that's what confuses defenders every time. It confuses me, even as a play-by-play broadcaster. I said, wait, who's got the ball now? Sun leading 27-0, 5:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Noah alone in the backfield with Philippek. It's 1st and goal. They're going to give this one to Noah, and he runs up the middle. He's got another touchdown on the day.
starts running weak, puts on the brakes, stops dead, changes direction, cuts back to the right, touchdown.
So with 4:57 to go, that's another Okanagan Sun touchdown. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on AM 1150, just AM 1150 here, as they're going to kick the extra point. We'll be back in 30 seconds on AM 1150, but we'll stay with you here on TELUS and BCFC TV.
Yeah, just another stellar run by Noah.
Unbelievable running back. You can't help but think where else this guy is going to play football after this season. I think we're so lucky. They're so lucky to have him with the Okanagan Sun, yes, but I think we're just lucky to watch him here in the Okanagan as well. You know, we don't get these high-caliber players often. Our last high-caliber player that went on to go to the CFL was Keelan Thomas, and he's playing with the Stampeders now, and he's tearing it up in the CFL, and it's great to see. All right, it's 34-0 at the Apple Bowl. The Okanagan Sun lead now with 4:57 to go in the third quarter after El Noah's second touchdown of the game, or was his third? No, it was his second touchdown of the game.
Yep.
I think he's over 130, 140 yards rushing now for the day.
Yep.
It's just good football from the Okanagan Sun, and Kamloops just doing what they can. That's the tough part about this league is there's some teams that are still just trying to find their way, right? And the Okanagan Sun have been around since 1980 with Bill Long. Actually, so the Okanagan Sun are going to kind of kick it inside the 40, and it's in and out of the hands of the defender. I think the Sun recover. Let's see. And the Okanagan Sun get the ball back after kicking a high. It wasn't an onside
kick. Just a perfect pooch. This is a pooch kick to the sidelines to someone who doesn't normally return it, and it just catches him off guard, and that's a live football. You don't even have to give 5 yards on the kickoff because everybody is behind the kicker, which means they're all onside. So there's no such thing as the 5-yard halo and giving yards on the kickoff, and that's just a beautiful play by the Okanagan Sun coaching staff.
So now the Sun get the ball back at 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. Demoralizing for Kamloops for sure. This is when the games can get tough for some play. It is. Noah is staying in with Philippek, but he's going to jump behind Philippek on the play. Philippek, play action. They're going to dump it off to Noah after it's a screen. Noah's got room to run. He gets the first down. And a great screen play from Philippek to make the two defenders bite.
Well, yeah, and so Philippek makes an adjustment to Noah. Noah goes the other way. So the play-action pass was moot because they didn't gel together. They went opposite directions. Still able to set up the screen and then churn out huge yards. And again, that's just the O-line. The O-line is so talented moving downfield.
Yeah.
You set that dummy block, make the defensive lineman think he just beat you. You get downfield, pick up a halfback or a linebacker. Noah or Pet will do the rest.
So that'll be 1st and 10. Nobody in the backfield with Philippek with 6 receivers. Philippek looks right. He throws it left, but that is nowhere to be found. Incomplete. And there's a flag on the play as well. And it looked like Connor Shaw for the defense there got pushed down by our lineman, but I'm not sure what they're going to call. Let's see what the refs say. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. We'll wait for the ref, but I like what the Sun were doing on there because we've seen this formation before where they ran the screen to Noah. They faked to him, and they were trying to get Parker on
at the end of the play. Unnecessary roughness. Number 70 on Okanagan. 15-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So what are they calling? Did he throw him to the ground or something?
I think Caden Kurtop there, he kind of threw their defender to the ground a bit, and it looked like they were just scrapping a bit at the end of a play. I don't know if that was a fair call from the ref, but I'll just sit and I'm going to agree with Stripes because I gotta be Switzerland here.
I didn't see it, so I'm going to make no comment. I won't be ignorant on this play. I'm not going to comment on something I didn't see, but I'm a little biased to questioning the call anyways.
All right, so it's 2nd and very long now for the Okanagan Sun. It's going to be a screen pass to Noah. Noah's caught in the backfield, though. He doesn't go anywhere on the play, so a huge stop from the Kamloops Broncos to make it 3rd down and very long. So we're looking at almost 30 yards here.
Yeah, quick little swing pass. So Landry and Shaw sniffed that out right away, slowed Noah down enough where the rest of the defense can swarm to it. So good job on the Broncos turning around and getting an opportunity to force a 3rd and long after the penalty.
Yeah, really, and it's good taking advantage of the penalty there. Screens are always interesting to me because if everyone does their job on defense, you can never be beat by a good screen, right?
Yeah, you've got to call that out. As soon as that first or second defender realizes that, I'm not that good to just beat the O-lineman that easy. One guy keep putting pressure on the quarterback. Everyone else, you turn around and you find the eligible receiver.
Something to watch is that it appears they're trying to kick a field goal here. So this is
Atwood
a
needs the
40.
reps.
This is a 41-yard field goal, 46 if you look at how far he is. Almost 48, sorry. The kick is up. It's going to go short. And Sens gets this one at the 5. He gets to the 10, so he's going to return it. Oh, and he is wrapped up like a rag doll and taken down. And that was Ninamani there. So first down, Kamloops, but they're pinned deep. So, Coach, that's actually a really smart play by the team, though. Why not try and go for the points?
Well, you've got to test your kicker, right? You got to know what's my range. Like you got to see Atwood. What could you kick? Can you always get us 45? Can we push that to 48? Can we even push that to 50 right now? So that was a 48-yard attempt. It was short. I think it was drifting a little right, but it was also short. He probably needed another at least 6 or 7 yards before that was makeable. So right now the coaching staff know, okay, if we need a 40 or 41-yard field goal or closer, Atwood could knock it in. Beyond that, he needs to keep getting practice and reps and see if they can't push that longer, because those long field goals are going to come up as the season progresses.
So now we got a 1st and 10 for Kamloops. They're in the pro set here, or sorry, split back, but now it's single back, bringing in extra blockers. He's under pressure, he throws, and that's in and out of the hands of Dufort, 2nd down. So again, Kamloops receivers just struggling just to get their hands on the football.
Yeah, and that wasn't a bad throw considering Peterson got destroyed on that. He took a hit, delivered that ball to his receiver. That is a catchable ball. You got to catch it. If your quarterback's going to stand in the pocket and take a lick like that, you've got to do your part and secure that ball.
So 2nd and 10, 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Okanagan Sun lead 34-0. Now, the Okanagan Sun have shut out 2 teams so far in the BCFC this season. I think it's a testament to show how good this defense is. And they're playing hard. They don't take plays off. They're going to throw this one before it's picked off by the Okanagan Sun. An incredible read. And they get the ball back at the 15, no, the 10. And I can't... Guerrera with an incredible...
Number 20, Ferreira.
He just...
Wow, what a jump.
He stepped up on Colton Peterson there.
He read that right away. He knew where he was going, jumped all over that. What a beautiful pick. Love it.
Again, just as we're talking about this defense, they're showing that you can't seem to move the ball anywhere on them. They're going to see it. They're going to watch. They're ball hawks.
They've done their homework. They watch film well. They're well coached. They're well disciplined. And they've got the talent to execute the system.
Minute 30 to go here now. Philippek in with Peddle. They're going to give it to Peddle. Peddle runs off the tackle. He gets a few yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and long.
Yeah, just keep the clock running. Keep your hogs involved in the game. Big on big, moving downfield. You got Kruger in there at quarterback, just handing it off and just getting that positive yardage and try and punch it in for a 1st down.
And at this point in the game, for both teams, you don't want to run the risk of injury for both teams. First off, you don't like seeing it, but it also just it's tough for the program when your top players get hurt. And I'd be curious as to why we aren't seeing his name is escaping me, but he had
Schneider.
Schneider. He had 5 touchdowns against Prince George last week. So that play.
Another big catch by Shamaluk over the middle. He's a tough receiver over the middle. You like to see those big slot backs catch those balls over the middle. He's not afraid to go over the middle and get that 1st down for his quarterback.
Yeah, so Shamaluk makes it almost 1st and goal, but...
Nope.
55 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
So that's
Ignore that previous statement, buddy. Doesn't matter. I did not see the flag at the ground.
Well, I do want to say Shamaluk's having a little bit of a coming out party this week because he started off as a quarterback on the depth chart. He played quarterback for the VI Raiders last season, but he came to the Okanagan Sun. I'd love to have a conversation with this guy because going from quarterback to receiver, a lot of guys do this more than you think, and they're very high IQ players, and when they do figure it out, it's great for football, and it's good for a team. 2nd and long. Philippek alone in the backfield, throws it, and that's caught. Does he get the first down?
I think so.
So that's William Lowe and his first grab, I think, of the season. And that takes him to
should be.
at
If
least
not, it's
3rd and
third
short.
and inches, but I thought for sure he was leaning forward, but maybe I guess his knees were down before the ball was
it's going to
crossing.
be 3rd and maybe a yard, but a yard in the Canadian League is easy to get. Should be manageable. Unless if I'm well, let's see. I think they're going to give this one to Peddle. They do give it to Peddle. He runs right up the gut. Does he get in the end zone?
Should be a touchdown.
Touchdown, son. Tristan Peddle with a 4-yard scamper to make it 40-0 for the Okanagan Sun, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to take another 30-second timeout as they kick the extra point. The Okanagan Sun lead 40-0. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV. All right, so the Okanagan Sun are leading 40-0 here as we head into the 4th quarter. At this point, it's game management for both teams. The Okanagan Sun have had a great game so far on both sides of the football, with picks from Guerrera Ferreira? Ferreira and Borhot. So, amazing tackles and sacks. Like all around, this defense on every facet has made this game impossible to manage for the Kamloops Broncos, who have really good players. It's just tough to put it all together.
Certainly against an opponent like this on the road in the home field of the Okanagan Sun. Uphill battle.
And the Sun are going to kick this one. They're going to just kick a normal kick finally. 10 yards. He's at the 15, made it at the 20. He's running outside now. He makes a couple of guys miss. He makes the 35. He's at the 40. Great return from Sens again. So Kamloops going full Sens, as I'm going to be calling it. He's a good football player.
Well, yeah, and he sets things up nicely. He waits for that seam to open up, and then he uses his quick feet and speed and knifes up there and starts going north-south quite nicely. And monster return for him, setting up his offense.
So this will be 1st and 10 for Kamloops. They're on the Sun 44, or on their own 44, going left to right. They're going to hand this one off to Grigorchek, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. And that looks like that was made by Boltzma. So
Beauty Reed, he comes upfield, sees that the handoffs happen. That's when he crashes down the line of scrimmage, and he covers distance so quickly. He's a big, fast, smart defensive lineman. Just eats that up right away.
2nd and 11 here. We've got Peterson with Grigorchek with 5 wideouts, or 5 receivers, sorry. He's going to look to throw. Oh, and Sens gets hit as he's going down. So that's going to be a penalty against the Okanagan Sun here.
They're going to call that it shouldn't be pass interference. I could see if maybe defensive holding or that, but that's just these guys are running rubs. It's 4 guys in the same amount of real estate. That's a rub by the wide receiver and slot back, trying to deliberately get the defenders to trip over each other, but the receiver's the one that ends up tripping.
Hey. We got pass interference.
Not a chance.
Number 30 on the defense. Spot ball foul. Automatic first down.
Now
the yardage doesn't hurt them, which is fine, but come on.
Well, So it's 1st and 10. They're going to give it to Grigorchek, but he has nowhere to go. 2nd down. He gets maybe a yard on the play.
And that was a carbon copy of 2 plays ago. That's Boltzma again coming hard upfield. He takes 2 hard steps, realizes that the handoff has been made, and then crashes down that line of scrimmage. He's such a big, fast guy. He closes down that 5-7 yards from his end position so quickly, and again makes the tackle. Previously, he made it for a loss of 1. This was a gain of only 1. So he's putting his team in 2nd and long situations.
So 2nd and 9 here. They're in the pro set. Drops back to pass with the extra guys. Throws it deep down the right-hand side. Incomplete. Colton Peterson trying to get his hands on it. That would have been a highlight reel grab if he could have had it, but no, that was well defended. And that looked like it was defended by Owen Landry.
Yeah, Landry right in the hip pocket nicely. He's running downfield, hip pocket the defender, sees the ball drop in, swats it away. That is textbook deep ball coverage by Landry.
Vintage coverage from Landry.
Yeah.
Again, that play brought to you by Kelowna Glass this game. 13 minutes left to go here in the game. 41-0 for the Okanagan Sun. A good turnout here at the Apple Bowl for this game. Kamloops back to punt. Boots this one down the middle. Bit of a line drive. They're going to get this one at the 34-yard line at the 35. There's a flag on the play. He's going to run outside, and then he's going to be taken down at about the 41-yard line. We'll see what the flag is, but I'm assuming no yards.
No, I don't know. I think it might be against the Sun. I thought initially that whether he was holding or he's blocking in the back at first. Yeah, I think they're going to call holding.
There we go.
Right
holding.
There. Is that Ninamani? No.
38. That's Xavier Webb.
Yeah, so that's my guess is it's going to be holding against the Sun.
During the return, we got holding number 30, Okanagan. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down, Okanagan.
So we'll leave Webb alone on that one. It was actually Owen Landry.
No, I just think the refs don't see these numbers even at ground level because we can't. No, that's on Webb. That's 38. They're confusing the 8 for the 0 even at ground level.
I'm just trying to be nice to Webb because the only time we're going to say his name this weekend is just on a hold.
Right. He'll make a tackle in the next one.
1st and 10 for the Okanagan Sun. They're going to give it to Petal. He runs outside, but they snuffed this one out. That makes a 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos defense have been on the field for a lot of plays this game, and they're tough plays, but there's no quit. Again, that's, you've got the same core of guys. And their linebacker. So you got Bosch, 44, you got Kruppe, number 11, and then you've still got Fields as well in there smacking Kruger at the handoff, which is great. You want to see that out of your defense, but they've got to be getting gas.
We have a new running back in as well, but I can't quite tell who it is. It looks like it's Duff. Philippek drops back to throw. That one's stopped by Aiden Kang to make it 3rd down, so that'll be a 2-and-out for the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, I think it is Duff that is back there. But, yeah, this is just good defense. You see that? Because zone coverage comes up on the hip pocket and knocks that down. That's a really nice defensive play.
Tristan Duff, who's listed as a defensive back, looks like he can play in both sides of the football. Maybe he's a younger player, so they're trying to figure out where to put him for his next season. Travis Miller's always thinking about next season, the season after that. He's a tactician of a coach.
Or you never know what you need as you get into your 40-man roster come playoffs too, right? You need those versatile players for special teams and multi-purpose, and you've got to have those guys in situations that they're familiar with if you need them later in the season.
3rd down, the Okanagan Sun are going to punt this one away.
Timeout, Sun.
Okay, the Okanagan Sun just took a timeout.
They were down a guy.
So we're going to take a 30-second timeout here. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV.
Smooth commutes and safe streets during construction. That's BCW Traffic Management's commitments. Safety for both the public and workers. BCW is a proud supporter of your Okanagan Sun. Learn more about BCW at bcwtrafficmanagement.ca.
At Beecroft Fuel Distributors, being a part of the community is their top priority. As proud supporters of youth sports like the Westside Warriors, Penticton Bees, and our own Okanagan Sun, they love to see the next generation competing at such high levels of athleticism. Did you know they also provide 100% of the fuel for every search and rescue operation in all 8 of their service communities?
The Okanagan Sun are leading in the 4th quarter, 41-0 with 11:28 to go. They are punting the ball in a way after a quick 2-and-out Grady Hay punting this one away, and we haven't said his name much this week. It's a high snap. Hay still gets it, and he boots it down the left-hand side. They're going to return this at the 45. It's Sens, and he is tackled and drilled by a pair of Okanagan Sun players. That tackle made by Jacob Bond.
Of
two special teams tackles today for Jacob Bond.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been required to do much this game because, you know, the opponent just aren't pressing the front seven of the Okanagan Sun. The Broncos, unfortunately, aren't able to move the ball with any effectiveness, but that just shows Bond just bulldozing through there, making a great open field tackle on that punt return.
So it's 1st and 10 now for Kamloops. Staying in the pro set because he wants 2 extra blockers with only 3 wideouts, so they've got an extra guy on the line. Drops back, throws on the left-hand side. Sens gets it. He gets the first down. He kind of loses steam, though. He's still going, and he goes out of bounds.
So I like that. They're getting that isolation. So they go 3 receivers to the weak side, 1 to the strong. That strong receiver is Sens. He pushes almost like a slant to the inside, gets the corner to open his hips. The second that happens, he breaks on an out, and Peterson's able to hit him.
So that'll make it 1st and 10. And they got to do anything they can to keep their defense off the field right now because they've got to be gassed. They've had so many plays against this Okanagan Sun offense. Peterson looks to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what the refs call it, but it was after the play was down.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be against the Broncos.
Yeah.
I'd almost maybe decline because that's 2nd and long. That was a loss of 1 or 2, right? So maybe decline it and put him in a 2nd and 11 or 12.
Yeah, because they're asking what the Sun want to do. Yeah. So
if you decline it,
we have illegal participation. Number 9 on the defense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
What do you mean participate? Okay, you need to explain this one to me, Coach. Santiago Ramirez gets illegal participation?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. How do you have illegal participation as a football player during a game? I've never heard that. I've been involved in this game. I've been involved in this game for 40 years, 38 years. I've never heard that called before. Never heard that called before.
I'm at a loss.
I don't know. Anybody want to tweet that or whatever else? Look in the rule book what illegal participation is.
At Radio Kepler, listen,
I'm
just in a little bit of shock. Illegal participation, we got to write that one down. Okay, Anderson throws, nearly picked off, and another flag on the play. This one was Owen Landry, but I don't know what they're going to call with this flag.
Pass interference. I know exactly what they're wrongly going to call.
Well, Coach.
He's right in his hip pocket. This is...
All right, I'm going to mute Coach's mic for everyone there. We go, and that's good. No,
every single defensive coach is teaching their defenders to do that. He's right in his hip pocket. He's entitled to that real estate as much as Sens is.
We got 2 penalties on the play. Ooh. We got holding on the offense. We got pass interference on the defense. The pass interference was less than 15 yards. It cancels out. Replay the down.
Coach. I've just checked with the booth. Illegal participation. Thank you, Gurinder, who's running the operations. Gurinder found it. Article 8, illegal participation in CJFL or CFL in the rule book. A player who goes out of bounds after bodily contact with an opponent or contact with a teammate that was initiated by an opponent is allowed to return to the field and to participate in the play.
That makes sense.
It's a deep throw to Sens, and Sens gets it! Sens gets this one at the 10-yard line after the first down.
The kid is having a great game.
And he is having a great game.
Now, that penalty makes sense, but I've never heard it called that. I know that penalty. I've never heard it called that. Yeah.
Now we can stop.
What a ball. What a catch. Scales up, gets that.
Sens takes this one into the red zone. And we've got another down player. You know what? We will take a quick 30-second timeout again. 9:20 to go in the ball game. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV.
Sponsor of the Okanagan Sun, BDFD.ca.
Fuel your adventures with Canco Petroleum in one-stop convenience. Grab a Chillers or make it a Screamer. And don't forget to scan your Canco cash card. Check out cancopetroleum.ca or download their app. Proud sponsor.
And they throw this one. And they throw this one to Ty Holmes in the flats before he is pancaked down.
By Landry. Nice open field stick by Landry, but kudos to securing that ball by Holmes.
8:50 to go here in the ball game with 41. The Okanagan Sun leading 41-0. It's second down and 10, but pretty much second and goal here because it's about inches between the first down marker and the goal line. At this point, they just want to punch one in there.
They can ruin they would love to ruin the shutout by the Okanagan Sun.
Peterson
for sure.
dropping back to pass again, throwing it inside the middle, incomplete. And actually, it looks like Dufort wants a call from the refs. He's kind of he's gesturing to the refs for a call on that one, but that looked like a completely fair.
Yeah, again, guys are just on their hip pocket. No, he's just fighting for the ball. I wouldn't call that as well either, but I can see why offenses always want things called like that, but no, that's just good coverage, good fighting. You're on this upfield hip pocket. You're allowed to fight for that ball as well. As long as you're not coming through him or over his back, that's good defense.
8:20 to go here in the game. We've got Peterson, who's trying to punch this one in there with his team. 5 receivers, 1 lone running back. Looks to throw. Throws it down the right-hand side, and that is, again, incomplete, overthrown the receiver to make a third down. And are they going to just kick a field goal here? Yes,
so
they
that
are.
was against Sens, but Sens didn't quite see it. The ball was in the air right before he gets his head around, so I don't think he was able to track it. He got his hands up there at the last minute, but just not enough to secure the catch. It wasn't a bad throw. He's under pressure. Sens just couldn't adjust to it in that split second. And Sens has had a fantastic game.
He's been unreal. I think Sens is the one that I want to talk about in the future, and I think these two play each other again later in the season. I might have to check my schedule here, but I think they do. But, Sens has played outstanding football today. They are going to – so the Okanagan Sun are going to run it right up the gut. And I was wrong. I thought it was second down. That was on third down, and they were sending their defense out. So, my bad. That'll be 2nd and 8 for the Okanagan Sun now. We're seeing some third stringers now here with the Okanagan Sun getting some playing time.
Get through your depth, give them some game reps, get a feel for a game, the tempo, the system. Instead of blocking and passing and protecting against your teammates in practice, you get some real game action.
You hit each other enough throughout the week that, hitting another guy is much better. They're going to throw this one deep down the middle. He hits the defender. The defender falls off of him. Massive catch, but then just the yak yardage on that one. That was 91. Was it?
No, it's low. Yep.
Sorry, that was low.
Big slot back catch, bouncing off that defender. Beauty.
Unbelievable throw, unbelievable play to get that one out of their own red zone here. And it looks like Kruger is in at quarterback today, right now. So Kruger getting the reps. 1st and 10. They're going to hand this one off. He's going to run off the tackle. He's got room to go. Gets about 4 yards on the play before he goes down. Actually, maybe 6 yards on the play.
Yeah,
2nd down and short.
Falling forward, the defenders helped him get a couple extra yards there.
All right, 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. 2nd down. Kruger going in at quarterback, getting reps in. Looks like Noah's done for the day. Petal's done for the day. And a lot of guys just getting reps in. They're going to hand this one right up the middle, gets the 1st down. And the safety can't even make the tackle before he's taken down almost at the 35-yard line. So a big rush from the Okanagan Sun. This is number 26 in for the Okanagan Sun. So I don't see him.
We don't have a 26 on our roster, so apologies to the fans and families of the Okanagan Sun. We don't know who's wearing 26 today.
I'm going to call him Pinball Stevens.
There you go.
Heck of a run.
Beautiful run. Great blocking at point of attack. Sees that seam, full head of steam, big run.
5 minutes to go here in the game. They're going to give this one back, and they're going to run the same play right up the middle, and he's just going to hit as many guys as he can before he goes down. And there is some flags on the play.
I think that's
and
Fields.
Looks like we're going to see some unnecessary roughness on the defense because he's already walking himself off the field.
That's number 2, Fields, I believe.
Yeah, he probably got frustrated in the game, and he knows it, and so we'll see what the refs call this one. Yeah, he's already pulling himself. He's walking straight to the locker room, and yeah, that's Michael Fields. He was frustrated with himself, and he knows it. And
we have rough play, number 2 on the defense. That's an automatic game disqualification. 25-yard penalty, first down, Okanagan.
25.
So a 25-yard penalty.
Jeez.
Now, if he gets a
Ouch.
game, if he's thrown out of this game, does he get to play next week, or is he?
I'm not sure if that's going to carry over or not because it's so late in this game. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't want to comment. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, neither am I.
I mean, they just said disqualification, not misconduct.
Yeah.
So I would think it's just applicable to this game only, but.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so it's 1st and goal now for the Okanagan Sun. They're going to hand this one off. He's going to run on the outside. Actually, it was a fake. And Kruger tried to pass this one, but unfortunately
he was trying
missed.
to make something, waiting to see if he could get outside or not. Am I throwing? Am I running? Am I throwing? Am I running? Yeah.
Kruger's upset. He's upset.
Yeah.
It was intended for Jackson Lynn. And
yeah.
Well, anytime you get in there at QB, whether you're starting or playing deep in the game, you want to make the coaches want to play.
Oh yeah, every rep matters, and you want to be effective on every play
Yeah.
that's been called. Yep.
2nd down and goal for the Okanagan Sun. They're going to hand this one off the inside. He runs inside, and he's got a touchdown. We don't know his name, but we're so proud of him.
Oh, I was waiting to see if Wayne Moore, the announcer here at the Apple Bowl, was going to say his name, but I couldn't hear over the crowd.
That's another touchdown for the Okanagan Sun to make it. Well, hold on a second. Did the refs call this one back? All right. So that's 47-0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on AM 1150, but we're going to stay with you on TELUS TV. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150. We'll be back in 30. And that was just a really bad snap there from the Okanagan Sun. I know we're late in the stages in the game, but every play counts.
That's a lack of concentration. If I'm a coach, I'm ripping into my special teams on this because that's going to matter in a semifinal, a final, late in the game. You're playing for first, whatever it is. You can't have, we're up 46-0. No. That's going to matter. You're going to need to win 21-20 at some point. That matters. That irks me as a coach for sure, man. Simple things you've got to execute like nothing.
So that's another touchdown for the Okanagan Sun. That was a botched snap, so there's no extra point. Now, we're looking at number 26 for the Okanagan Sun because he just scored and he's not on the roster sheets. But last season, he was casing K-Fish. Maybe that helps. We're not sure. But it's 47-0 for the Okanagan Sun with 4:15 to go in the ball game. They're going to kick this one deep down the left-hand side. This one goes out of bounds, so there's an immediate flag on the play. And that'll go against the Okanagan Sun.
So it should be, I think they get the ball at the 40, is that right?
Yeah, the 35 or the 40. Pretty sure it's the 40, though. I can't say enough good things about this Okanagan Sun defense. They're en route to their third. I mean, they've had 2 shutouts so far this season. This is Kamloops. One of the Kamloops' last chances to get the ball in the end zone in one way or another. And you know they want to spoil at this point.
Oh, you always want to, yeah. I'll be amazed if they're able to pull it off, though.
All right, so Kamloops 1st and 10 on their own 40. Extra backs in to block. They're going to hand this one off to Grigorchek. He's got room to go. He goes up the middle, makes 2 guys miss, makes another guy miss, and he's down at the 40. So a 20-yard run, 30-yard run.
That was their kicker. Slot back kicker, Jeeves. Big boy, rumbling,
Jeeves.
stumbling, showing some wheels.
Corey Jeeves.
Nice run.
Mm-hmm. First and 10. They're going to hand this one off to Jeeves again. He runs outside. He makes 3 guys miss, and he runs right through the defense. He gets about 6 yards on the play.
Well, he's a big guy. He's got fresh legs. Why not inflict some pain on this backup squad of the Okanagan Sun defense? Get some yardage.
Now, the refs just blew the whistle. I think reason being is the chain gang couldn't quite get set up there, and they're having issues.
It's timeout. Chain issue, officials timeout.
So the officials have taken a timeout. We'll stay with you on TELUS TV, but AM 1150 will take another 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on AM 1150. The Sun lead 47-0 with 2:55 to go. So that's 2nd and 5. Just a good, really good run though from Jeeves. He's had a good pair of runs. Why hasn't he gotten the ball sooner?
Well, these are garbage yards right now, right?
Garbage time, yes.
This isn't against Jacob Bond and co.
Drops back to pass, throws it right up the middle, but he's swallowed whole before he can even get a hand on that football.
I like that break by that free safety coming down and making that smack. I think that was number 45, if I'm not mistaken. Easton. That's beauty. Just reading that play coming down, making a smack over the middle. I like it.
47-0 for the Okanagan Sun. It's 3rd and 5 now for Kamloops, but they're in Sun territory on the 35-yard line, up 47-0. Big turnout here at the Apple Bowl. Lots of Sun fans here to cheer this team on. En route to going 6-0 now. And that's the 3-minute warning from the refs.
At 2:29.
2:29.
Little delayed.
Touch delayed. 3rd and 5. He's got a pass. He's got a man open. And that's incomplete. So a turnover on downs.
That's too bad. He had a chance. That was number 87 as the slot. They had Sens and that was Peterson out there. Just bobbled that ball at 1st down yardage, but just couldn't secure it.
Sens has had some exciting plays for this Kamloops Broncos team, though. And they've got a couple of good key players that have been really fun to watch. It's just this Okanagan Sun defense is
tenacious, relentless, smart, disciplined.
The Monstars.
Strong.
They're the Monstars.
Yeah.
There's just no way around it. Just a group of mutants. I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. Oh, the refs are calling the play dead here.
We have timeout. Kamloops.
So Kamloops is taking a timeout, which means we'll take another timeout on AM 1150. We'll stay with you on TELUS, though. It's AM 11. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150. Back in 30.
And that's Christos, number 16 at quarterback for the Sun now.
Yeah, Christos. Marcus Christos, yes. Marcus Christos here in a QB for the Okanagan Sun. It's 1st and 10. It's a high snap.
Oh,
and
man.
The Kamloops Broncos recover the football.
Oh, I don't know.
They got a chance.
It still bumbled a bit. I think that who's fighting for it? Nope. Sun got it back. Oh, Broncos couldn't catch that break.
So there was a high snap on that 1st and 10, and then it looked like Kamloops had almost recovered the football, but the Okanagan Sun get lucky. They catch a break, and the shutout stays alive for this team with 2:12 to go, 2:10 to go here in the ball game. But it's going to be 2nd and 20 now. That's kind of, if you look at it this way, if one team is trying to spoil another's shutout, I shouldn't say those words, I know. Might have jinxed it.
True.
You can blame Kepler. Don't worry, I'm very good at this. Christos drops back to throw, and that's nowhere to be found, and that'll make it 3rd down here and long. So they're going to send out their punt team here with 1:49 to go in the game here.
Yeah, the pass protection didn't do many favors there. That Shaw that beat his man coming off the right side edge there, so beat that left tackle and just smacked Christos as he was delivering that ball. We'll see if the Sun can pin them deep again, get them on their own side of midfield. Try and keep Sens from returning it. I'd aim it at the sidelines for sure to try and shorten his opportunities.
And it looks like there's some miscommunication on the sidelines as well. And there's flags on the play. Yeah, all right. So it looks like there's going to be a flag against the Okanagan Sun here, but
they didn't kill it.
They didn't kill
they thought the play was dead. No one was moving. 24 guys weren't moving.
What is going on here? They're going to return this one. He goes out of bounds at it looks like the 40, but then he's running to the end zone.
He's finishing just for good measure, but
yeah. Well, you got to get those reps.
The play is dead, but yeah.
There's just, I think. Well, they're calling delay of game, right? So that at that point.
Well, delay a game, that's
when they run out.
Well, yeah, but if it's delay a game, the snap doesn't even occur. But the refs are allowing this to go, so that tells me it's either offside or a free play for someone. But this was the ugliest play of the game by white jerseys, brown jerseys, and striped jerseys.
We have offside on the kicking team.
That makes sense.
That penalty is declined. Yeah. Result of the play: 1st down, Kamloops.
Big return, too, because of the confusion. Catch off guard. Sens is able to collect that ball and use his speed and know-how. And
this is a play that coaches are going to play about 15 times over in film room just to get a laugh.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, man, I'd hate to be a player on that one because you'd be just hanging your head. All right, so it's 1st and 10. And they've got a new QB in as well. So both teams just getting reps at this point with 47-0, the Okanagan Sun lead. They're going to play action, throw deep down the right-hand side, and that goes out of bounds, so that was nowhere to be found. And that's Jamesi in at quarterback.
Nice ball, too.
Yeah, clean spiral, out of bounds.
Yep. Well, good throw, though. Like kind of off his back foot. Nice throw. It threw it where it couldn't be picked, but it had some good strength on it.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 here. 1:30 to go in the ball game. Kamloops on the Sun 42, going left to right. They're going to throw this one down the middle. That's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Colton Peterson again. He turned his head upfield as he grabbed the ball, so he just didn't secure the ball.
Yeah, and the defender, number 43, that's Davidson, was right in his hip pocket. Linebacker Davidson was able to be in his hip pocket. Even though he was trying to secure the catch, he was able to still swat it out. Good job on Davidson to stick with that receiver.
So that makes it 3rd down, and they're going to go for it, because why not?
Got nothing to lose.
3rd and 10 on the 42. Showing pass. Throws it down the right-hand side, deep. And nobody. Well defended by the Okanagan Sun. Incomplete turnover on downs. And at this point, you think the Okanagan Sun might actually just start taking a knee here. What do you think, Coach?
Well, there's still a little too much time because there's only 20-second play clocks, right? So, I mean, I don't know if it's – you need probably at least 2 first downs to be doing that. So you still got to run the ball. But, yeah, I mean, this game is done. Let's just get off the field, right? No injuries, nothing stupid. Don't get, into any mayhem against the opposition, stupid opportunities.
At this point, you can expect the Sun to just run the football, but we'll see. Nope, they're going to pass it. He's going to run a sweep on the left-hand side, though, a QB sweep, and he goes nowhere. He's taken down right behind the line of scrimmage. That's Christos in at QB.
Yeah, and he's a smart, good runner as well. We've seen him doing some punt return as well tonight, so the Sun obviously know he's a talented ball carrier in his own right, so why not call his number on and keep the clock running here late in the game.
2nd and 9. Minute to go here in the game, though. The Okanagan Sun lead 47-0. And they're going to hand the ball off. He's going to run up right up the middle, makes a couple of guys miss before being just shy of the first down. They might mark that as a first down, though. We'll see what the refs call.
It's right at the marker, so we'll see the spot. The far side of the field's at the marker. Our near side of the field looks like it's definitely short. So, yeah, it looks like half-yard short.
Oh, they're calling a first down.
Okay, then.
There's been about 3 times tonight that it's been questionable from our point of view, but we're so far away as well, Coach.
Exactly, yeah. The angles aren't accurate for us way up here.
So that's 1st and 10. They're going to pitch this one out. It's an option play. Christos is going to keep it, and he gets the first down.
Shows his wheels. Yep.
Yeah.
Good choice, too. So he threatens that edge. He sees that the linebacker or D-end is not taking him, cuts up field, uses his speed.
Christos is a good little option QB, though.
Yep. Sees the field well. He's got some good wheels.
All right, we got 1st and 10 now. They're in Kamloops territory with 17 seconds left in the game, and they're going to take a knee here. So we'll be back with your halftime report on AM 1150 in 5 minutes. The Okanagan Sun win 47-0, and we'll stick with you on TELUS TV for the remainder of the game. But we'll be back with your post-game brought to you by Distinct Concrete in about 5 minutes' time. And that's game. The Okanagan Sun win 47-0 here on TELUS and BCFC TV. That's the 3rd shutout of this season for the Okanagan Sun. It's pretty incredible. And that's another big win for the Okanagan Sun. Next week, they head to Langley to take on the Rams in what will be a big tilt.
That's a big matchup, 100%.
Huge tilt for the Okanagan Sun. Thank you so much for joining us on TELUS TV and BCFC TV. And we'll see you next time. Filipek is going to throw this one on the right side. He makes some room. Filipek is going to throw this one on the right side. He makes some room. 10, they're at the 15. He makes his way to the 20, moves around. He's at the 30. He's got room. He makes 2 guys miss. He's at the 50. He's at the 55, almost at the 50. The pro set, 2 blockers up. He drops back. He's going to throw deep down the left-hand side. He's got Sens. Sens, does he make the grab? The pro set, 2 blockers up. He drops back. He's going to throw deep down the left-hand side. He's got Sens. Sens, does he make the grab? The pro set, 2 blockers up. He drops back. He's going to throw deep down the left-hand side. He's got Sens. Sens, does he make the grab? Peterson keeps. He's going to throw it down the right-hand side. And that's picked off by the Okanagan Sun. Peterson keeps. He's going to throw it down the right-hand side. And that's picked off by the Okanagan Sun. Sun on the 42. They're going to pitch it to Noah on the right side. He jukes. He makes 1, 2 guys miss. He goes down. He's not going down. He has to be taken almost. He's going to run outside. He's got room to go. Makes 2 guys miss. He's going. He's at the 50, the 45. He stiff arms another defender before being taken down at the 30. That's it. He's going to run outside. He's got room to go. Makes 2 guys miss. He's going. He's at the 50, the 45. He stiff arms another defender before being taken down at the 30. That's it. 20. They're going to give it to Noah. He runs right up the middle. He runs outside. He's got room. He makes another guy miss. He's still going, and he gets to the 28-yard. They're going to give this one to Noah. Noah runs outside, stiff arms a defender, and he's in the end zone for an Okanagan Sun touchdown.
Noah knew that the second he took that handoff.
They're going to give this one to Noah. Noah runs outside, stiff arms a defender, and he's in the end zone for an Okanagan Sun touchdown.
Noah knew that the second he took that handoff. But the Broncos are also not doing themselves any favors. When you're behind the 8 ball against a juggernaut like the Okanagan Sun, you can't afford to not capitalize on the mistakes the Sun are making.
Philippek gives to Noah. Noah runs right up the gut. He's at the 5. He stumbles at the 5-yard line, but he comes. Philippek looks to throw. He's going to be dumped that one off to Peddle. Peddle runs outside. He gets the first down. He's going, and he gets about 20 yards on the play. Goal. They're going to give this one to Noah, and he runs up the middle. He's got another touchdown on the day. Goal. They're going to give this one to Noah, and he runs up the middle. He's got another touchdown on the day. I think they're going to give this one to Peddle. They do give it to Peddle. He runs right up the gut. Does he get in the end zone?
Should be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Sun. I think they're going to give this one to Peddle. They do give it to Peddle. He runs right up the gut. Does he get in the end zone?
Should be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Sun. 10 yards. He's at the 15. Made it at the 20. He's running outside now. He makes a couple of guys miss. He makes the 35. He's at the 40. Great return from Sens. Contact with a teammate that was initiated by an opponent is allowed to return to the field and to participate in the play.
That makes sense.
It's a deep throw to Sens, and Sens gets it. And they throw this one. You know, hitting another guy is much better. They're going to throw this one deep down the middle. He hits the defender. The defender falls off of him. They're going to hand this one off the inside. He runs inside, and he's got a touchdown. Beautiful. We don't know his name, but we're so proud of him. They're going to hand this one off the inside. He runs inside, and he's got a touchdown. Beautiful. We don't know his name, but we're so proud of him. The block. They're going to hand this one off to Grigorchek. He's got room to go. He goes up the middle, makes 2 guys miss, makes another guy miss, and he's down at the 40. So a 20-yard